Está gostando desse vídeo? Está gostando desse vídeo?
Well, Mathis, I did kind of wonder. I thought, well, what the hell, Gotta keep this show running. And Mathis, I'm amazed how quick some guys. I thought I'll be sat here forever and nobody will bloody join me. I'll be, I don't know. Back in the day on the old show, eh? Whoa. It was hard. It's still hard being on your own, all by myself. But hey, it's a boring Sunday night. Had a great time down at the lake. I was chilling out with a glass of wine. I thought, hey, because I saw Snakey wanted to go on a show earlier on. I thought, wow. And he wasn't let on. They didn't let the Snakey on. Mike! And I thought, that's not kind. Dodgers shows, it's open to all. Bottom feeders, sad people, happy people. We're an inclusive club. Who else took the long route back home? Charlie Bucks? Hello. No, you're joking. There can't be 25 people watching the goddamn thing. What Dodger on? Are you joking? Dodger only gets like 13 or 12, and it's horrible. He keeps going to 13, and I hate 13, and then it goes to 14, and it goes back to 13 again. And I don't know what's... Jesus Christ. Nah, this must be wrong. Just like the other day, somebody had 300 viewers, and I thought, how now do they get 300 viewers? And I think something on YouTube goes wrong sometimes. I don't know what's going on. Well, don't know, boys. There's so much strange things going on. Strange things. Hey, Chili Badger. Mathis, yeah, he's legend. Mathis is legend. He's everywhere. Oh, God, the WhatsApps are going. The WhatsAppsers. It's WhatsApping everywhere. Yes, well, there you go. 449's the legend. Love you all. Yeah, actually. Oh my God, what's this pinging on the WhatsApps? Pingings on the WhatsApps? Oh, some very strange things. Oh, some people saying some very strange things. Chili the King, yes. All right, guys. Manny, open this up for you boys. You know me, I'm the king of content. Guys, if there's anybody coming on here expecting quality watch content, I can't provide that. I am a learner. I have a big L plate on Dodger's back, learning all about watches. But if you want to ask Dodger's opinion on a watch, he will do his honest to God's best. Don't ask me about what's inside the watch because I wouldn't have a bloody clue, but I can tell you what I think of something, what it looks like, that sort of thing. Apart from that, we're just chitty chatty. We're just chitty chatty. Jay Gray. Hey, Jay. Oi. Welcome, Jay. Oh, dear. So I've been sidetracked with the things bleeping and pinging and bleeping and bleeping. So what's up, boys? What's the news? What's the haps? What's been happening? Hey, we've got some new content coming. We've got Cutty Sarks doing a show. Trading Loss is going to be doing a show. I'm hoping we're going to get Mike the Snakey to do some kind of show. I'll tell you what, I've got some brilliant ideas in Mike, I'll tell you, we can have some fun. What we can do is we can talk about free phase and how that all works. We can talk about alternating current, the different phases, why you would apply free phase. We could go through how a free phase motor works, the opposition of current over, 15 degree opposition of current, turns the motor around, all sorts of stuff, man. We need a snaky show, a techie snaky show. I'll tell you, I've got free phase here, I've got live mains, we can spark some real shit up here. All that stuff to say, don't do this at home. J617 in the house. Ooh, smoky time. Well, Dodger cut his lawn the other day. So you can have a look at Dodger's lawn. As I say, boys, this is your space. This is your place. Dodger is just here as a corporal Dodge. Giving people time and space to just chill. Natural along on a Sunday evening. Well, it's a Sunday evening for Dodge. I don't know where you guys are. You all live in some very strange places all around the world. Oh, hang on. Amateur hour. Badger cam on. Had a deer this morning. If I get up at 5 a.m, I might just fire a show to show the deer when they're down here. Eating Mrs. Dodger's flowers, they are. Eating Mrs. Dodger's flowers. Woo! Oh dear, smoker's cough. So, spent a really nice day down the lake, turned the water on. The old lake house is like more like bleeding free prefab, so over winter when it gets down to minus 30, all the water bloody freezes. So every winter I have to turn the water off, blow all the water out, all of the pipes, and then shut it all down. So today, gone now. No leaks. Last year, I forgot. I left a bit of water in some part of the system. Bloody pipe broke, didn't it? It was pissing it away. But all fired up today. All fired up. All systems go. Didn't have any peaches on the beaches, but yeah, it won't be long. We'll have the peaches on the looking at the peaches, walking on the beaches. So when we got the peaches on the beaches, we'll do some live streaming, boys. But Mr. Dodger's going to have to upgrade his internet because bloody costs Mr. Dodger damn bloody fees for these mobile phones and megabits and bytes and bloody gigabytes and bloody internet costs. I have to upgrade the package. Yeah. Do some streaming. Done some lawn cutting. Only took 2 hours. Only took the goddamn 2 hours. And look, it's already grown, so round about the middle of the week, round about Wednesday, I have to cut it all again. I do wonder. I wouldn't mind that it takes 20 litres to fill the bugger up. And it's expensive. See, the old Putinite that used to be cheap, you used to fuel your car with, Putinite now is bloody expensive. But Mr. Putin is not providing the Putinite anymore. God damn it. The world we live in. The world's getting expensive. Somebody else is saying that chicken's going to be as expensive as beef. God damn it. Damn. KFC putting the prices up. McDonald's going to put their prices up. What is we fatties going to do? We might even slim down. Fuck me dead. Can you hear that, boys? The birdies. They go to sleep, you see. Start making some noise tonight. They go, bedtime. I reckon they just do the last bit of rooting, you know. They're calling in the chicks. They're calling in the chicks to have a last, you know, eat. It's that time of year. Sorry, not reading the chat because it's too light out here. The screen's too dark, and I will get to the chatty. I should drop the link or something, or pin the link, or oh dear. Sorry, guys. I'll drop the link. I don't know. Mainly open for you boys in there. Oh, down to 12. That's better. Jesus, I'm going to be really want to go up to 20. But yeah, you know, we should plan is build a channel. We've got new boys doing some new shows, new content. I know it's probably, come on, nobody can beat the War Room. We get that. That is the top #1 show on the dungeon, guys. Top show in the dungeon. Do not miss the War Room because you will not be informed. Can you see my lonely daffodils out there? They're lonely because the deer ate them all. Well, apart from the one. Time for one of Dodger's silent moments while Dodger goes and gets some alcohol. There'll be dead air. How horrible that is. This is a really fast-moving show for Dodger, by the way. Okay. Oh, shall I read some chitty chatty? Hang on, let's have a go. Ba. Genius? Never. Not here, mate. Just a bit of circular logic? Well, somebody else does that very well. Not me. Diego, yeah, you're welcome to jump on. Yeah, Snakey, yeah, guys. Party. Hang on. How'd you do that? You press the invite button, copy to the clipboard, copied, it says. You drop down there, you press Control V, and you press the arrow. Right, we're going to start talking AC current and stoof. Right. Cool. That should get the viewers down. Guys, I've dropped the link. You're all welcome. It's an open space, open forum. The most unexciting show on the dungeon. But hey, it's all about you boys on the right-hand side of the screen in the chat. Play along. You can turn the volume down, have a chat. No problem. Let me go and get my wine. Oh, sorry, Diego. Sorry, mate. Hey, you.
Hey man,
God,
how
what
are
are you
you?
on now? Man, you're looking good.
Thank you. It's the first day of the pool being open.
Yeah, we went down. Yeah, we're doing that. It's 18 degrees here. Went down the lake. We're sitting out there. I wouldn't say I had my top off. I've still got a thermal
Yeah.
vest and a t-shirt and a t-shirt. But, hey.
Wow. I've got sunscreen on, but it's a cloudy day, so not too much sun.
But you're going to catch the rays even with a cloud. I know definitely because I made this mistake before. Cloudy day, been out there without a shirt, man, sunburn. Geez, gets blows straight through these
Yeah.
clouds.
Last year, our first day, we didn't wear any sunscreen, and it was a similar day, and we got really burnt, like really bad.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
learned my lesson. Put some on today.
Yeah, I've learned a few lessons sadly. But I came from the days in the 60s and 70s when your mum would just slap some olive oil on you and that was your lot. You'd be out there all day getting sunburnt.
Yeah.
Shit, now I
Hey,
knew about
let me,
this cancer business.
oh yeah. Let me check with Green Room really quick. Green Room,
Hey, dude, green room.
am I going to be excommunicado if I'm talking to Dodger?
Well, we need to, green,
I need to
green,
figure that out
yeah,
before we continue. Sorry, we got to get lawyers involved, and
yeah.
you know
I
how
mean,
it
this is
is.
it. I mean, everything's up, and it's all for the green room. So I'm not stepping into, Field Marshal Green Room is in control
Yeah,
there. There's a lot of
I,
things going on, a lot going on. There's
I'm just a JO. I'm a junior lieutenant officer, so
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't have much
Corporal
say.
Dodge. Corporal Dodge.
I
Stuff
got to
going on.
check with my.
There's a lot of fuzzy images going around the internet. Maybe
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
there
We
may
don't know.
be there may be fifth columnists, there may be impersonators. You just don't know. So, guys, if you want to stay with
I
the news, won't mention it again. But the War Room, Mr. Green, Field Marshal Green, that's the place. We'll get to the bottom of it. I know
yeah.
Field Marshal Green will get to the bottom of it.
I had no clue who that was in those pictures. It was barely discernible. I could barely tell that was a person,
Yeah, very
let
fuzzy.
alone.
Um, Yeah, it's intelligence that needs investigating, but at the moment, I don't think
Yeah.
there's any positive identification.
How are you doing though? Besides all of that, what's new, and exciting in your life?
Exciting in my life. Hey, I'm looking forward to Vegas in October. Looking forward to that.
Ooh,
Apart from that, we've got some doctor's visits, which aren't so bloody excited. What else is
no,
exciting? The grass is gross. I have to keep cutting the grass.
it looks
Um,
good. Looks good.
Lake, yeah. There'll be some peaches on the beaches before long, so I'll be down the beach a lot more.
Very
Because in
cool.
Poland, we're like in the middle of nowhere. There's only one bit to the sea. It's all the way up there, past that hill, and long 8 hours drive that way, and you get to the sea. You see, so we
Yeah.
spend all of our time on the lakes, on the beaches, on the lakes, swimming in the lakes, that sort of thing.
Do you guys do any boating, or do you just
Yeah, we've got a boat and that. Yeah. We're doing
wow?
boating. They're going to build a
What do they
jet.
say? What do they say? The three things you should never buy. I know a boat's one of them. It's like a boat,
No. When Dodger says a boat, come on, what Dodger's not going to spend any money? It's
yeah,
like
canoe.
it's a dingy, right? About this long.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You can't see, but I'm over here, right? You can imagine where I am. And over
Yeah.
here, it ain't very long, but it's got an engine and it goes put.
Yeah. That's all you need
There
though.
ain't no sailing yacht. No, you can't sleep. Well, you could sleep in it, but it's open air.
You don't have that cartel money.
Nah, I can't. Yeah. My pensioner, you see.
We used to do a lot of canoeing in Canada when I grew up there on the lakes. It was beautiful, especially the interior lakes that weren't the Great Lakes. You could have very still water. It was amazing. I still haven't heard from Green Room if this is going to put me in the 1 year ban.
Yeah, you might be up for it, mate. You might be up for it. You don't know what's going to go on. Hey, I
I
want to
hear
say,
helicopters, so they might already be on their
they
way.
might have a squad coming in for you. You just don't know. I mean, there might be one coming
You
for
never
me.
know. It could
I
be a
thought the
diversionary
Philippines
tactic.
has been extremely poor. Extremely poor.
Could could be
News fact.
could
Oh,
be
we got
diversionary.
Nick C, Chili. Well, Jay, hey.
Loons. Jay Gray sweaters right. The loons in Canada are beautiful.
It's the loons.
I miss loons. Have you ever heard of loon, Dodger? They have
No,
the most enchanting, mesmerizing call of any bird I've ever heard. It's almost eerie how beautiful it is.
enjoy the loons. They're all busy shagging at the moment. It's shagging time for the birds. They'll be up nesting and doing it. They're doing their
I need to
business.
get I need to get some loon paintings in my office. A loon on a nice still lake in a foggy morning. I think that'd be beautiful.
A loon in
It
the
would
heat, something else.
embrace my heritage.
Yeah.
How
Keenan
was
Cook.
God, your jury duty?
Oh God, yeah. I never finished part two. I got to the middle of the English Channel, and I'm not going. Oh, it all went. I'll tell you what. There were no flights out. Came up. So I was on Her Majesty's service. So I wore the Amiga 007 watch, yeah, because I was on Her
Yeah,
Majesty's service as jury service. One thing led to another, and basically I got an honourable discharge from the Queen for my service. And then, of course, it was the middle of the holidays, and I couldn't get a
yeah.
flight out for a week. And I
Wow.
thought, well, what the hell? I'll use one of these Polski buses, Well, they fill half a bus up with people and the other half with parcels. And Jesus, 28 hours later, normally just takes about 19 hours to drive. 28 hours later, I'm back home. But man, what a trip. Man, the German police,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Oh, I shouldn't say it. If you're a different coloured skin or you're Polish and you're in Germany, you can have loads of fun because they can stop you every 2 hours. Polizei, raus, Polski raus. Jesus had us all out the van, had all the baggage out, had all the packages out, blah, blah, blah. They only found one little thing the guy hadn't done, which is fill out a little chit of how many hours he's been driving across. It takes fucking 6 hours to drive across Chitty, for fuck's sake. You haven't filled this out. So driver got a €250 fine. We were held up for 2 hours just because we're Johnny foreigners in Germany.
yeah.
They were
Wow,
being
that's
really
crazy.
nasty. They're being really nasty. As soon as I got the old English, I didn't use my Polski when I got the old English. Hey, it's English. What the hell? Oh, I'm British, I am. What are you doing, old chap? They're all
Right.
really nice. I'll tell you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Brought me down to ground what prejudice is. Prejudice, people who suffer prejudice. Don't you? Don't you?
yeah, it's
Brought
it's
me down
sad.
to ground. Yeah.
So,
So,
how's everything in Poland?
yeah. We've got about 15 in the village, Ukrainians. But I stopped. There was a lad that was stopped. He wanted to lift out because it's Sunday trading. Big shops
Mm,
can't be open, but private little shops can be. So I wanted to lift down to the shop. And he got it. And he said, I couldn't understand what he was saying, of course. And my Polish isn't the best. And he didn't speak English. He said, Ukraine. And he said, yeah, yeah. And I thought, this is the first younger guy that I've. Because I'll tell you what, I mean, all these Ukrainians are here, but all you see is kids and women. I mean, the men are, fighting, they're out there dying.
yeah.
Um, I
Big
thought,
Meech is in the chat.
I looked at his hand. And it's all bound up. So obviously he's been wounded, yeah.
Oh no.
So and it's good. You can still get a train. Please get a train from Ukraine to Poland. So if they need to come for, fine. If these guys are coming for R&R, but
I
you
saw
normally look.
videos of I saw a video of someone riding the train out of Kiev, and one of those Caliber cruise missiles was like fucking 50
Yeah.
meters. It was scary, man. I think Meech is in the chat. If we can drop the
Meat.
link.
I need to borrow some meat. I need sheep. We can sell them here, I suppose. They do. People do here buy lamb. It's free. It is the most expensive cut of meat here is lamb.
Green room. The helicopter kept going. He circled for a little bit, but didn't repel any uh, troops. So does that mean I'm in the clear, or what's going on?
Right. You're gonna have to. You ain't gonna know nothing until the next episode of War. None of us are gonna
I
know anything.
won't. I won't know until
None of
it's
us are gonna
over,
know anything. How this is all gonna
right?
pan out. What intel Green Room has got. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's all about the intel. Just don't know what's happening at the moment. It's all just very strange, very odd.
Would you say that we were both spying? This is like, you remember in Christmas when the
Well,
Germans
this is
and
the
the
question,
Brits,
isn't it? I mean, it's yeah, it's a difficult one.
when the
You
Germans
never
and the Brits
trust no one.
crossed the line on Christmas Day and had a little chat?
Trust no one. This is it. I mean, I think it's up to Field Marshal Green to sort of convene.
He was promoted to field marshal.
Well,
Wow,
I always thought he was actually the Field Marshal.
wow, good for
Don't
him.
forget, look at the field. He's controlling the start, the finish, the shows, all the compilations. The field is. I've always seen him, work in the field, doing the
I always
background.
I always thought he worked for a three-letter agency, but I didn't know he was actually a career military man. Wow,
Well,
good for him. He's gonna
I
get
think
that pension.
no. Yeah, he does feel. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, he's more military intelligence, I would say, than
Yeah,
battlefield. I'll say, yeah, more. Yeah. I'm with you there. I would
he,
say he's
he
more.
serves he
More
serves no nation. He's a
more
man of hire,
intelligent. Yeah.
right? So he's international. He's a man of mystique.
No, absolutely. I mean, the situation that's going on is an international situation, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm just caught in the middle. I'm just a little.
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
think I think they said I was what'd they say, ensign, so like a JO, junior officer. I
Yeah,
don't even have my wings yet.
I'm just a corporal bottom feeder. I mean, corporal bottom feeder on patrol.
Nah. I think
I'm just,
you used to
I
be
take orders
like a
from higher up.
you used to be like a major or a colonel, and then
No, never.
you were demoted to like a corporal. They said we're taking your bars, taking your stripes.
No, no.
You're
I've
going
never
on
I've never,
latrine
no.
duty.
I've never been officer class. I've never been, I'm just not material for the officers club.
Well, you stay in long enough, they
Went to the
kind of
wrong school.
no, not even Lieutenant JG. I tried to get the JG, and yeah, Archie took it from me. He said ensign or you're out. I said okay, I'll be an ensign.
Mm-hmm. Man,
Blondie's in the chat. Big Meech's in the chat.
boss. Yeah,
Drop
turkey
the
vulture.
link. Drop the link
TV,
for him.
TV. Rodney, hello. I never spoken to
Lieutenant
Blondie. Hello,
JG.
JG.
For $1,000 super chat, I'll jump in the pool with my phone.
Vulture, I know there's stuff going on. There's images and all sorts. There's all sorts of blurred. Yeah, it's all well, it could be.
The investigation is
I,
happening
I
right
can't say
now.
anything, can I? If I say I'm not, then people are going to say I am. If I say I am, then they're going to say I'm not. So it's all down to watch the green room, the best show on the Dodger.
Hold
Dodger.
on, I want to answer. I want to answer Mark the Shark. Diego, did you lose your sunglasses? I did. These are not my. I lost them in a store. Went in with them, came out without them. Had no idea where they went. So these are Miss Diego's. Overly sized, very feminine turquoise or whatever you call these. These are
We've
not
got
my
Sad Sahib in the chat. Corporal Dodger.
Assad.
Oh,
Assad.
going to
I
get a
think
fan.
I got into it by accident with Sod yesterday. Sod, I thought that was a troll. I called you a what did I call you? A lizard. I don't know that was actually you, so I formally apologize. Um, tortoise. Yeah, I formally apologize. I hope that the court-martial proceedings have been canceled. Um, I'm really sorry. Forbidden Colossus. What are the odds Diego would find another way to reveal more of himself? That's not indecent, but the fucking Bud Light certainly is. Look, man, I don't buy any of the drinks or the anything for our consumption in our household, so I get what I get. It's mango. It's okay. If I had my way, I'd have a nice little mojito or perhaps a Moscow Mule. But Sod, I'm doing good. First day of the pool being open. Um, we'll be spending our weekends out here. Um, trying not to drink too much so that we can, do something in the evening. But yeah, I hope you're doing well too, man. The link has been dropped. Jump on, fellas. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
everybody was.
sorry, hang on.
No, you're good.
No, Sad hadn't been around for weeks. I was just wondering where he was. He was okay. And...
Let's see if I can show you the pool area.
So what time you got there, Diego? Is it a good time for the US at the moment?
Whatever that says.
2:20. Oh, cool.
There's the building.
Oh, good. So it's a good time for Europe, and it's the
pool, the palm trees, the bushes. We're supposed to get new patio furniture because this stuff's pretty old. Very nasty. What's that?
Right, your gym's always empty. Your pool area is always free. It's just fantastic. But you need some chicks, man. You need chicks around that pool.
Oh no, I got Miss Diego right next to me. I don't need chicks.
Oh.
You don't need what?
You're saying I need chicks.
No. You let me curse and everything else. Well, my sweetest apologies for acting like an oath.
No, she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Diego, sorry. Apologies.
You gonna go get more? Can we bring me more? Can we share it? Delegating.
Oh, so
Miss Diego's going to get another one.
Mark the Shark. I love Mark the Shark.
Yeah,
No, didn't we take? Oh, shit. I just dropped bloody. You know, this actually just ended up in a goddamn drink.
What are you drinking?
Sorry.
Is my video clear, by the way? I'm on like a Wi-Fi jetpack.
It's almost too clear. It's crystal.
I'm on one of these things to give me Wi-Fi. So my phone's about to be 1,000 degrees here in a second too. Let's get some people on. I mean, I think it's Sunday where I am. There's no battles on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So
Diego's going to be hard, man. You know, you can imagine some people. It could be guilt by association. All sorts of things could be coming into play in people's minds at the moment. You just don't know where to go, man. You don't know.
I don't know. I hope I make it through next week and I don't have,
Yeah.
I just see a shadow cast over my shoulder. Next thing I know, I'm in a perpetual dream.
Well, this is it.
You know what I mean? Like, that could happen.
It can happen, yeah.
There's agents out there. I don't know. But you only live once, so I'm willing to take the risk.
Yeah. I mean, it could be excommunications. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's all going to sort of pan out in the war room. So we need to know when we've got next episode. I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know
Scotty
the future.
Clark, why won't you dox your dog's name? It's because he has a very, what's the word? He has a very unique name. It'd be very easy to find me. So.
Meech, I think, cut the grass.
Jump on, Meech.
What?
Warship on patrol. Nice. You know, the Russians apparently are using trained dolphins to protect their harbors. That's crazy.
The news in Poland is there's pictures of them stealing all the high-tech tractors out of Ukraine. I
saw that.
You see? Oh, you got that news where you are as well. Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Stealing the bloody track. Let's steal they're stealing the tractors.
Yeah, those Ukrainians are making good use of their tractor battalions. Did you see when they sunk the I can't remember the name of the ship, but someone photoshopped a photo of a tractor pulling it. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And they did the same thing with like a Sukhoi 27 that got shot down. They had a tractor up in the sky, just dragging it across the sky. It was awesome.
On a serious note, we got no coal here. We got no gas. They turned it off, so we got nothing.
I heard about that. Well, thank God that you're self-reliant on the wood, but you might be using that wood a little bit early, right?
Yeah, we've got a forest to chop down if it gets really bad. We've got Blondie for the first time on the.
Is this Aaron? I think this is Aaron. This can't be Blondie.
Oh, okay. No, that's not Aaron. No, it's not Aaron. I recognise the fridge, you see. I recognise Aaron's fridge.
Blondie, we got to upgrade to some stainless steel. Come on.
Not Erin's refrigerator, I do not believe. So be prepared for anything on the show at the moment because they're a fifth columnist. Hello.
Hi guys.
Hey, hi.
Blondie, what are we going to do about that fridge? It's 2022. We need some stainless steel in our lives.
Yeah.
Oh no, everything's getting updated. We're getting a new
Okay.
oven.
Are you
dishwasher.
seeing blockades from the recent war on things like appliances?
No, I don't know actually. I haven't really looked yet. I've put my dad in charge of that because I don't know anything about ovens. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Suicide
I
dolphins
don't know. I
have
hope
been used
not.
since World War II. Yeah.
Our Navy
By the way,
uses
you being on
dolphins
here,
as well.
yeah, you being on here, you're putting yourself in a predicament. One, you've got Miss Diego now probably coming after you, and then
No.
two, you have the separatists, you have the guerrilla warfare operators. You just watch your back, okay?
Always.
These next few
I've
months,
got
just
Lamby
watch.
to protect me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch American shine.
Put Blondie in the middle. Yeah, the
I
blonde J.
am
Grey
working
sweater.
on too many projects.
Very great comment, J. Grey sweater. The dolphins wear Panerai. I like that. That's awesome. Meech, jump on.
Wow.
Don't leave. Come on. So what are you drinking,
Dodger,
Dad?
oh, I like
Wine?
your hat. I like your hat,
Yes,
Dodger.
yes, ma'am. From Cavender's, the best gentleman outfitters in Texas.
Wow. Very nice. Oh, Chianti.
Chianti.
Wow,
I'm
fancy.
going to have some rosé myself.
Yeah, rose. Yeah, rose, Jose.
Have you ever had Verdicchio, Blondie?
Have I had what?
It's called Verdicchio. It's
What
an
is?
Italian wine. It's a style of wine. It's
I don't.
Italian, and
Mhm.
it has. The first time I had it, we were at some restaurant, and it said one of the hints was seafoam. So it was like fresh, kind of fruity, but a hint of seafoam. And I tell you, that first sip, I was like my
Amazing.
sensory overload, like that I was on a beach with salt water, just foam at my feet.
Really?
It was crazy. It's a very crisp.
That's crazy.
It's a nice wine.
Wow.
Verdicchio.
Wow. Radicchio. I'm going to write that down.
It's kind of hard to find. But
Isn't
it's not
that
like it's
like I
expensive.
thought that's lettuce? It's like a leafy green.
I
No?
don't know. Verdicchio?
Maybe it
No.
is. Yeah. It's a green.
I don't know. I'm not that cultured.
Radicchio.
I haven't been around the world. I haven't been deployed overseas, so I haven't seen foreign nations. But I don't know. Green Room made some eyeballs at me when I first jumped on. I feel like this might be one of my last days on Earth. The helicopter flew over. There were troops. There were troops in the doors, but they didn't repel. But they kind of pointed at me. And,
They just pointed.
I'm ready to play the last post.
I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what's gonna happen.
They're sending drones.
Oh man. Worldwide watch report. Diego, as someone who's had conflict with Nico, are you surprised by current watch war? So, for those not in the know, it really wasn't a conflict. Nico just claimed that for me to get a Submariner with no purchase history, I had to perform fellatio on my sales associate. So, I kind of took offense to that. I thought that was very rude of someone who didn't know me. And so, I'm not surprised. I am a little bit surprised because he disappeared for a long time. And he wasn't even a topic of conversation, like, at all. And then all of a sudden he jumps on Archie's stream and is essentially just attacking Tim, trying to embarrass Tim in front of his friends and his supporters, trying to tarnish Tim's name, just viciously. And it was unprovoked. So yeah, I am surprised at how the war started. Um, it's a little bit too early. I haven't received many intel reports on BDA or battle damage assessment of what's happened with some of the recent strikes, but so it's hard for me to say. So yes, I am surprised. I'm surprised at the speed. Some would call it a blitzkrieg. Um, and there's multiple fronts. You've got the Las Vegas front. You have the Brisbane front. England, obviously, Scotland.
You got to, I mean, it's no good us speculating on this show. I mean, it's just no good. We've got headquarters, we're going to wait for headquarters in the green room to give us the information. We're speculating here. I mean, who knows? There's a lot on the fifth columnist. There are being images spread around. Things are being sort of fuzzy. I mean, there's
We need to get some BDA for sure before we change tactics.
That's right. You need eyes on, and I mean, Green Room's the man. He's got the team, so he's got the intel. We want to know the time of the next show. That's what we want to know. Green, when's the next show on? When are we going?
Is that a spice rack you installed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I did it last night.
I saw the. Thank you. I saw the. What's it called? The painter's tape. I don't know what it was for.
Yeah, there's another one underneath, but I just wanted to patch up some holes. So yeah, and then I have my jars and I put all these fancy labels, but they're coming off, so I have to find better ones. Look at that.
Cool. Wow. I need to do something like that.
Ready? Look how organized.
Nice. Something funny, when we bought our new place, I said, wow, there's so much more room in these cabinets than I remembered. Well, the reason for that was we have an oven built into the cabinets, and above that, in our old place, was the microwave inside, like a big 1,200 watt microwave. So when we moved into the new place, the same building, sort of the same kitchen layout, and I'm like, damn, there's so much room. And about 2 or 3 days later, I was like, we don't have a microwave.
Oh my god!
Oh fuck! We'd already sold our other place. It was already in the contract. I would have just taken an old one, but we ended up having to go to Best Buy and buy some shitty 600 watt microwave. That's all they had. And it takes twice as long.
Oh man!
Jay Gray sweater is in here. How are you, Jay? You're still blocked, by the way.
Oh. Dodger is funny. What a lovely estate he has. My goodness.
Palatial.
That's some sprawling land.
He has his own golf course.
What? That's wild. It's lovely.
Bart T, I came here to see man boobs. You got a super chat for those. I can give you a preview though. There you go.
I want to see man boobs.
And the real big boy says, nice mustache, Diego. I actually shaved today, so thank you. I guess it's a 5 o'clock show. It's coming in. I got the
house. He's not.
Yeah, Jay's in.
Well, he's not said much, has he? He's all in all. He's in all of the show. All of the show.
Oh, that's a loon. He's playing loon sounds.
What? What are they?
Loons. That's like the national bird of Canada. If you look on the loonie, you ever heard of the loonie coin?
Mm-hmm.
The all gold $1 coin.
It's one of their.
It's on the back of those. It's called.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and they usually only do that in the early morning when it's really foggy over the lakes.
Don't end it.
It's awesome. They're illegal to shoot, or else I'd go and get one. I'm hanging up in my office. I think they're beautiful.
Sounds like a train. Train whistle.
Could be. So what's next on the projects? You're going to get a new stove, a new fridge. Have you decided on a brand of fridge?
Well,
Well, I guess your dad's doing that.
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ask him for help on that one. But I'm like in the middle of 5 different things right now, and I haven't finished one thing. I have these blinds that I have to hang here. Ooh,
Oh man,
the shades. But
yeah,
yeah, so I
they're
started
not
it, and then I jumped to something.
they're not cheap, are they?
Hmm.
They're not like cheap blinds, are they? So you don't want
Blinds,
to put a
yeah.
bunch of holes in there, and then like they want to replace them with like better blinds. You know?
I mean, it's not going to fit into the existing one, which sucks. But I have
Yeah.
to cut it, and
Oh
I don't have the tools
shit,
to cut it. So we're gonna
that's gonna be a
try. I'm
nightmare.
gonna get a.
That may be something you want to hire. Just, I mean, you
No,
can do
I'm
that
gonna
at
do
Home
it.
Depot or Lowe's. You tell them what length you need and they'll
Hey,
cut it.
hey, it's just
I'm
one,
gonna
two,
do it
three.
myself.
Good
I'm
evening
gonna.
Arch
or good afternoon if you're in the States.
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Archie was not very pleased with your prep work prior to painting. You didn't have any tape. Um, can
Me?
we see what
Really?
that ended up looking like?
Oh, it
I
looks
have to
so
agree.
good. Oh my gosh.
Having
It
paint
came out really
repainted,
good.
having repainted my last place, there was a lot of prep work,
Uh,
and you did zero prep work.
See, look at that. Look at the
We
trim
need
I
to get some.
did.
We need to get some close-ups.
Right,
Can
hold
we
on.
make her?
Don't judge
Can we
my
make her full screen?
decorating because I need to get new furniture, but it's hard to. I
And
need
you're
lighting,
and you're using
better
a brush
lighting.
on like very broad areas. Does the texture match the roller and the
Yeah,
brush?
yeah, it's all
Who's the
fine.
one that's the picture of the traffic signal?
And the ceiling.
That's
It
J
looks.
Gray sweater.
And so I'm
Who's
going
that?
to.
Oh, it looks good from what I can
Who's the
see.
traffic light signal?
I love it.
That's J Gray sweater. That's the only place he can get service. So he
I am
takes
not
his
Oh,
a
car
okay.
out. He parks there
I've
and
heard the
he
name.
strips.
I am not a robot.
Diego, I need your advice. What do you think? I think I'm going to paint the fireplace like a different color, like for contrast. You know?
I would leave it alone. I would let whoever
Nah,
buys it. Here's the thing: you paint it something crazy. Like let's say we decide on deep green, right?
I was
The
thinking
person,
gray, but
well, even a gray. I
If
would
you
rather
are
have white than
selling, do
gray.
not fall in love.
So if I were the potential buyer and I saw a gray, I'd go, fuck. Why didn't they just keep that white?
they can just paint it back white.
But you don't want to have to do a whole bunch of shit. I would leave it alone. I would touch it up.
I already started. I put different colors of blue on it to test to
Blue.
see. I just had like leftover samples
Let's
from
see.
the
Let's
kitchen.
see.
I don't like the blue though.
Hold on. Stay still. So which part did you paint? Not the one with molding. Okay.
Here
Yeah.
and then here.
I don't know. That cream
Either
color it has is
ugh,
already. It's kind of charming.
the if
People want a
anything, it
house
needs
with
to be.
people want a house with character.
If anything, people want. I mean, if anything, I need to paint it white because that cream color is gross and old.
I don't
It
know.
has to be white.
But you got to
White.
think the style of that fireplace is pretty old too. So the
Hmm.
color has to match. Nobody back in
No,
the
but I
day.
want to. I want to build out and cover those what do you call it, the columns,
You're gonna cover the
and make
column.
it look,
No.
yeah, like box it
Well,
out.
if you're gonna modernize everything else, then yes, I agree. I do agree. But if the house is still gonna have some of the like New Jersey charm, I might want to leave a few things. You might want to leave a few
So much
characteristics that it's
charm,
an old house.
Jersey charm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go off mute for a sec.
Who's next to me? Who's over
Hello.
here? Who
Hello.
are you?
I am me.
Who's me?
Call me Jay.
Jay?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Jay. How are you today? What's going on?
I'm recuperating from my own renovations.
Oh, like what kind of
Just,
renovation?
just some wall painting.
Oh, nice. Painting, I want to do like for a long time. Like not like that, at least again. It's all fun when you start and then just never ends.
Yeah, which is why it takes so long to start.
Yeah, that's the hardest part too, is just the prep work. Sanding, ugh, and tape, covering everything. I'm just touching up some cracks here. I put some wood filler. I'm OCD, so I want to fix it.
Super chats are coming in hot and heavy.
Are they? Woo!
Yeah. I think I've been excommunicado though, so I can't see them.
Why?
It's going straight to Archie's account.
Oh yeah.
Now, you're aware they started another stream and there's a big kerfuffle about it. It's a
The Incredible something or whatever, Jamie Opulence show thing.
I can't remember what it's called. Um,
It has
I
some weird
think
name, like that's the one, right?
Equestrian
With
or
his
I can't remember. But I mean, Archie was already fighting.
separatists,
He was already fighting two fronts, and then a third front started. It's kind of like
the
I don't want to say the
dungeon
name, but
deflectors.
it's kind of like the guy that was fighting in
Follow me.
Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and North Africa. I don't know if he can last a little bit.
It's
I don't want
not
to
looking
compare.
good.
I'm not comparing him to that person, but I'm saying they're in a similar situation. The escape.
Hmm.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
No mention. The rules are no mention of channels
The
outside of the Archieverse.
no,
No
Yes.
mention.
Correct.
Okay.
Good
I've got
call.
standing orders. We may not talk about channels outside the Archieverse.
I
Sorry.
hear a helicopter coming. Holy shit!
Yeah, be careful.
Damn it!
Oh
Do not
no.
advertise channels outside the Archieverse.
Right after I said that word, the choppers
They came.
started
I
coming.
heard
But
them.
you know what?
Is
They
it a
were over the
drone?
horizon.
Watch out for the
No,
drone.
they were over the horizon the whole time, and as soon as I said that word, they popped up. I could see the radar dish scanning, and I think I'm in trouble. Oh my god! Yeah, Pasta's right. The third front is the most lethal. I want to say, which front came first, North Africa and Italy, or Russia? 'Cause Russia was 40-41. The winner of 40 going into 41. But when were they fighting in North Africa? I can't remember.
No, North Africa, I think, was before the Russian front. Russia was still ours with the ribbon full pact. I think that
Okay.
before.
Yeah, and Rommel did a pretty good job in North Africa, but
He was
they
one of the greatest generals that there ever was.
ended up moving him right.
Mm.
He was the one that prepped Normandy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he was held back. He wasn't given the resources he needed to actually do the job properly, and he said it was lacking in resources to actually do it, to
Yeah.
actually stop the invasion.
I gotta tell you, the Americans that went into Italy fighting all the Fallschirmjäger, those guys had zero combat, and they took on some hardened vets, and they did a pretty good job. As the as the guys on the offense, you got the Germans in Italy, Sicily, Monte Cristo, and all that being on the defensive on very hilly terrain, and they were still taken out. So you got to give it to those young American boys, 18, 19 years old, and the Brits.
Absolutely. I mean,
Mhm.
I've gone to pay my respects at Omaha Beach. It's so saddening, and the loss of life.
Diego, you do a fucking good impression of Bear Clooney, man.
That's pretty good too.
It's
I
much
That's
can't.
pretty
better
good.
than any of my attempts to make an impression of the guy who thinks the community are wankers. Fuck the
Talking about,
community.
the hardest one is Nico. I tried that yesterday.
Good?
The baby?
I need to work on
Oh,
on
no,
that
wait.
one on the way to work when no one's listening.
Who's the
Start
most
working on that.
difficult one, Diego?
Nico.
I can do
Nico's
Nico quite well because we hear the Northern Irish accent quite a lot, and he mixes a bit of the Dutch as well.
And the Dutch.
So, Diego, you're telling stories about you getting phone calls from the AD. They're bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I've
Yeah.
basically been exposed to a lot of TV from different countries, Australia, America, different parts of Britain. So that's where I've picked up a lot of accents.
So Meatball's saying don't mention the war. I know nothing about it. Is he talking about the current war or like World War II? Because I did study the other one.
No, I know nothing
Cyrus.
about war apart from my father, who was 7 years in the war in World War II. So that's all I know is what my top father taught me about his time in the Italy campaign and Monte Cassino and his times in the concentration camps in Russia. And so all I know is from what I learned from my father, really.
Have you seen the movie Stalingrad?
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
Hey, Blondie, what do you think of my Cameron impression? Do you think it's good?
It's a little too good. It's scary. It's pretty
Hey,
spot on.
do you go out with guys of color?
You should be practicing for your interview with Paul Thurp.
Oh yeah, I sucked up to him real good.
Diego, don't forget your SPF.
Yeah, I put it on. Night Diver was saying I look gray. Oh yeah, it's the first day we're out of the sun.
Mhm.
I mean, it's overcast sort of. Last time we didn't put anything on because it was like really overcast and we got destroyed.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Like bad to like where it was like difficult to put shirts on and it was really bad.
That's the worst. And showers are just like painful.
Yes.
That's
R2K, not sure what you're asking.
We got no super chats. The whole idea of this dungeon thing is that we get some super chats. Right?
No super chats?
for
What the
Arch.
heck?
Oh,
Give
R2
money out. Some super chats. Super chats.
R2K. I'm talking about the Stalingrad movie from the German perspective. It's really good. It makes heroes of nobody. It just shows the brutality of it.
Diego, I am the king of super chats. Diego, I am the king of super chats and non-shit content.
They had a poll if you should come back yesterday, and I think the results were, I can't remember. You may still be in the toilet.
Oh yeah. I'm always in toilet for streaming. It's restaurant or toilet.
I have to admit though, his restaurant looks pretty good, but there have
Yeah,
been
to
some
be
videos
fair.
of there have been some videos of him blowing his nose and then continuing to cook, blowing his nose with his hands.
Yeah, wearing a Smurf as well.
Hummus that is 10 days old.
Oh man. Well, if it's in my fridge, that's okay. You know, if it's sealed and all that. I love hummus. I put it on everything. Damn. It's starting to get hot out here.
Damn
Diego,
hot
are you
there,
West Coast?
hot there, bar.
Are you West Coast, Diego?
No, East Coast.
Oh, East. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So it's like almost 3 here.
Me too.
Can you give us a Higgins impression, Diego?
Who? Higgins? The German? I can probably do that, but not right now.
I tried to do it. It sounds like Yoda.
A little bit. I can't do it right now. Midtown Chuckster says, Diego, you're looking rather smug. Talking about fronts, the growth of competition or horological channels appears headed for a massive crash. It's akin to many pubs sharing a limited client base. I don't know what that means. Sorry if I look smug. I'd take the glasses off, but I have allergies. Update on the vet, Diego. I'm having a PPI or pre-purchase inspection done tomorrow. I learned all the superficial issues I saw were indicative of it being an original paint job and no body work, so that's good. So I can live with the imperfections in the paint. But I just need the PPI to look at the engine and the frame and the bird cage. Just kind of, because those are the really expensive things. You know, if you got to
My
do engine
parents
repair.
fired me for painting a door real bad.
Aussie expats backstage. Dodger, if you could let them on.
Oh, hang on, I'm falling asleep. What's the expert?
What year is this Corvette, Diego?
72.
ART.
Hey guys.
I can't remember the color code, but it's like the blue with like a light blue interior.
We need the Pantone code for it, Diego.
What's that?
The Pantone code for colors.
Yeah, you need it, you said?
Letters and stuff like that. Alphanumeric code, isn't it?
No, it's
Hey, Aussie
it's
expat.
two
G'day.
three digit numbers, one for the interior, one for the exterior. But I can't remember what they were, but it's blue on blue.
Original wheels?
I have no idea. I mean, those things are reproductions up, That's what the PPI is going to tell me.
Might be better off buying a boat.
Well, that's
Said
what
no
I'm
one
gonna,
ever.
That's what I'm going to learn. Is this going to be a money pit, or is this going to be something that I can drive on the weekends and not worry about it? If it's something that's a money pit, then I'm going to walk away.
Due diligence.
It's relative though, isn't it? I mean, a car that's worth like $10,000, you're not really willing to put $3,000 of maintenance every year. But if it starts creeping, the same car at 50,000, all of a sudden that seems okay.
I'm going to have to put more sunscreen on. This sun just came out.
Oh, wow. The birds follow Diego wherever he goes.
What on earth? I don't know. I've been thinking about getting a '94 Supra, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just a dumb idea.
Do they still make Supras or no?
They do.
Yes and no. There's a new current model production Supra, but it's made by BMW.
Correct.
Oh. Huh.
So it depends on who you ask whether or not that counts.
Right.
Is there anything else you're looking at aside from the 95 Supra?
Not really. It's the car of my dreams as a kid, and like I've been playing the latest Gran Turismo, and it's still the title car for that game. Like 20 years later. Or more.
Hey, Ozzy, do you have a VR?
Yeah, I
Virtual-
got a Quest 2.
Have you heard of Assetto Corsa?
Yeah, I play Assetto Corsa, but not recently. Why, have you tried it?
That. Yeah. I played it for a while on 2D, and I tried it in VR, and it's so much more fun. It's just really cool to be able to download like any car you want.
So you're talking about playing it on PC and then using Oculus
Virtual
Link
reality.
and then using Oculus Link to play it, or
I've got a HP Reverb 2, and I use I think it goes through Steam VR.
okay. I think I could do that for my Northwest.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
thing
man,
that
it's
weirded me out with it though is like in the early days, or like, and by early days I mean like even years after the Rift was released, there was
yeah,
still a lot of bugs with Assetto Corsa and playing that with a headset.
yeah. It's great now. It's not an
Okay.
issue. And
Oh, I've got
it
all the
makes
stuff, so maybe I'll try it.
judging corners and like it's so much easier. It's like you're there. So
Yeah, yeah. Like I used to do the iRacing stuff where you set up the FOV to match exactly what your real FOV is and just makes judgment just a lot easier. But
yeah, I don't have a wheel though. I use like I bought this Xbox like USB or I'm sorry Xbox Bluetooth controller for my computer.
oh,
That's
okay.
that's what I use. It takes getting used to.
Yeah, I've got a Thrustmaster setup, which I bought maybe about 4 years ago, and the
Yeah.
exact same setup now costs $300 more.
Oh, so my Thrustmaster, what I use for DCS, the A10C HOTAS,
Yeah,
I've had that
yeah,
thing since because I was on the early team. I had that thing since the A10 like
yeah,
alpha builds. So I was still in college, and
yeah. They've probably gone up in price.
they
It's just
have even for one
ridiculous.
that's like almost I don't know I can't remember when I graduated college, 2000 shit I don't know, but yeah,
Oh,
it's been a long time. But they've gone up too. It's I think it's just they don't make them anymore, or they make very few of them.
that's a little old, but since it's flight sim stuff, I'm not sure that it matters. It kind of matters for the steering wheels because you might not have compatibility with like the latest consoles and stuff. But for flight stuff, I don't think it matters that much because it's all on
Yeah,
PC. There's nothing on consoles.
yeah, yeah. How's it in Vegas right now? What's going on over there?
The NFL draft is going on, so the strip's pretty busy. But I'm on baby duty.
Mm, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, she's just resting.
My
And
coworker had his. Oh, she's beautiful. What's her name?
Madeline.
It's a good
Oh,
name.
that's my niece's name. That's beautiful. Oh, congratulations. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh.
Mm,
Precious.
She's a real cutie.
Oh, oh
Madeline.
my gosh. How old? How
So,
many weeks? Or
3 weeks.
oh,
Yeah.
oh my
Forbidden
goodness.
Colossus. The color is Targa blue. That's the one. But man, my she had 10 fingers and 10 toes.
She's perfectly healthy.
Good, good for her. My roommate, or not my roommate. I'm sorry. My coworker had a baby boy 8 months ago. That kid could be a damn Gerber baby. He's handsome. He's charismatic. I keep telling him like, you got to get this kid into modeling now before it's too late.
Well,
This is like,
modeling is not it's really location dependent. So I thought my
yeah,
son was very, very cute at about one year and that sort of thing, very photogenic.
yeah,
But there aren't opportunities everywhere, quite frankly.
yeah,
There aren't opportunities everywhere. Like I looked at exactly what's happening and where, and basically, certainly in Pacific Northwest, there's zero.
yeah.
Um,
My cousin did it, and I think she was a Gerber baby in another country, and they still get royalties.
Royalties? Oh my gosh.
hmm,
That's awesome.
And
wow.
she grew up to be like a model. Like you know, when she was 21, you think she's a 20-year-old model. Like a beautiful baby will become a beautiful person.
I think it can differ. Like
Yeah, not always.
like there,
I
there's
agree. I agree.
like her cousins are just unbelievably cute,
Yeah.
unbelievably cute, like off the chart cute, but they're kind of ugly. Like it's cute, but it's not going to translate. Like they're not handsome and they're not pretty, but they're super cute.
Mhm.
Um,
When my child
my
was
son is
born,
very handsome, but not so much cute, I would say. It's like it was more handsome. So
Yeah.
yeah, it can vary.
when my child was
Depends what
born,
they're going after, you know.
Guys, we're going to say hello to Solus, who's he's drinking his whiskey from the jarro. That is a proper way to drink the whiskey.
Hey,
Respect.
who's the host? Is it Mr. GMT or not?
Yeah, it's Mr. GMT's the house. He's behind all of this. It's nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with the chickens here.
Okay, what do you want me to say? Hello?
Yeah, just say hello, man. Welcome. You know.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problems, dude. Look, you know, we're a fifth-rate YouTube show. I mean, geez. We can do all the help we can get, man.
Yeah, you have to be a Z-list celebrity to be on this show, yeah?
Damn right. That's it. That's the qualification.
This is where all the potential is. Dodger is just
Yeah,
down.
well, yeah, this is
He's downplaying. He wants to buy more stock before the stock price rises.
Man, this is bottom feeder land. Bottom feeder land.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm a Z-lister, yeah?
Well, not necessarily, but you're joining them.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for having me on. You want me to...
Man, yeah, everybody is welcome, you know. We just hang out here and talk shit, you know. Maybe sometimes we might talk watches, but not often.
Yeah, I love watches. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, we love them too. What sort of
We
watches
got
you
a
got?
super
What
chat.
are you rocking? What are you rocking tonight? What you got on?
Hey, it's just I just have a non-date sub on.
Perfect.
I keep my watches in the bank safe, but
Yeah.
I've been wearing this lately.
What series?
It's 114060. I got it just like 1 week before the COVID lockdown, so it's a 2018-19,
Cool.
and it's a 40 mil, and it's spanking new because I didn't wear it for like 3 years, and I got it 3 years ago. I just started wearing it now.
We've got a super chat. I don't know if you want to highlight.
Oh, Jesus, where'd that come from?
Read it.
I'm not used to that. Whoa, Chili Badger. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Yay. Wow, the first one of the night. We've only been going for 1 hour 12. Chili Badgers. Well, give you guys the title. £5. Flippers are symbiotic. Symbiotic 2, the grey market. Oh, symbiotic 2, number. Yeah, you have to do English. The grey market. They need customers from the watch community. The snake might eat its own tail. Don't it's probably bollocks. But yeah, I mean, guys, you know, if you're worried about, you know, the things, just don't buy from there. Like Dodgy will not buy. Dodgy will only buy retail. Dodgy's wallet will not allow. Theft from wallet.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that symbiotic thing. I mean, by adding the flippers, it means there's more competition on the actual retail level to get the watches. And then as soon as it lands in the flipper's hands, they're just looking to add margin. So you've got two mouths to feed in that process at that point. And it leads to quote unquote practices that people think are quote unquote bad and rip ADs for. I saw a post on Reddit saying, "Oh, this AD wanted my CV," and it's like, well, I'd rather an AD that asked for people's CVs and were trying to get them to people that were, you know, had real jobs and were unlikely to need to flip than to have no vetting at all. Now, a CV is pretty extreme, but you know, what are they going to do? And as far as I know, Rolex require you to state what your occupation is anyway.
But what are you guys wearing?
I got the Explorer
1.
lady size. Yeah.
Mine off.
I have that watch too.
Oh, it's lovely.
36 mil.
Yeah.
I have that watch, but it's in the safe. But I just got it from the AD, and I haven't worn it yet. But it's a beautiful watch, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great wearing watch. Good for every occasion. The only thing it doesn't do is satisfy. It's not a statement piece, you know.
No, it's
not,
just
it's not a watch that you
it's an
intimidate
incredible
people
piece. You don't need a statement piece, my man. If you want a statement piece, you need a two-tone or a gold piece. But
Bumblebee.
the Explorer is better than that.
What you got there, Blondie? Whoa, an Explorer. Is that 39 millimeter?
39.
Very cool.
Oh.
I won't
Yes, it's
swap,
39.
but that is cool.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a little big for my wrist, but I like it. I love it. This
Yeah.
watch.
Guys,
I love
recently
it.
I've been wearing the GMT two-tone yellow gold, and I felt like it was just too much. After wearing it for a while, I felt like I'd prefer to wear the steel watch. No?
Yeah, it's better for an everyday. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I thought I was like, it was just I was shouting too much with the two-tone.
Yeah,
That's,
it's loud.
but it's still a beautiful watch too.
Oh, of
Everything,
course.
everything Rolex is a problem because every watch they make is too good.
Yeah, the two-tone is nice.
Hey, we must be doing something right. We've got young Kim in the house. Hey, young Kim, this is that and this is that. We're doing something right. We've got young Kim.
Lammy. And we've got Lammy.
Lammy, where's Lammy?
Lammy,
Oh,
Lammy.
Lammy.
My old girl. She's a senior citizen.
Oh, I tell you,
I'm her-
Archie, but Archie's run away. Archie, come on.
Oh my gosh, wait, your dog, I'm assuming, is named Archie?
No, my cat's called Archie. Archie. He's a Polish though, says Archie.
Oh,
He's a Polish Archie, so says Archie. What's the Archie? What? Archie.
Archie.
He's not coming.
Oh, maybe later.
I'm gonna find him.
He's been fixed. Of course, he's not coming.
No, he's a full blown male. He ain't been fixed yet. Wow, he's the hottest property in the village.
Archie hasn't been fixed. I thought Archie was fixed.
Archie. What the other wild cat there? Bob Notar. Is that Bob Notar?
Oh, wait, let me mute this so you guys don't hear all this.
Thank you.
Bob Notar. Let's go strong out here. Oh, it's dark out here. Gonna have to move in. Woo. Woo-hoo. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll take down the Christmas lights. Oh my God. Back in the cave. Ooh, back in the dungeon.
You live in a castle! You live in a castle?
Dungeon.
Gosh, is that why
I
they
live in the
call?
dungeon.
Oh, right, I've seen you in the. Oh, I get it now. But wait, you really live in a castle? Holy shit. I thought it was a green screen.
Meow.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. I just want to look where you.
I'm going to find my alcohol in it. Hey, I've not done bad just far at the show. And everybody turns up. It's amazing. Normally doesn't happen to me.
It is so nice outside. I really should be outside. It's like the nicest day. Instead, I'm.
Yeah, Blondie, where are you in the world?
Oh, dear.
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Is it warm there?
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 80 right now, or close to it. It's really nice.
Do you want to see Dublin?
Yes, please.
Okay. If you look at my camera here, we're very overcast.
What time is it there?
It's still
It's
light.
8 p.m.
Wow. Yeah, it's late there.
But
No,
today is
it's
very
9 p.m.
overcast.
here.
Yeah. This is my apartment building, my block. We have many blocks that looks the same, and it's overcast. Yeah.
How far away from Guinness are you?
Only 5 minutes. I can walk to Guinness Brewery in very short time.
Really? Wow.
I'm living in the center. Yeah.
That's cool.
But who wants to go to Guinness?
Yeah, we'll go to Guinness. We'll go and drink some Guinness with you, mate. Because the stuff you buy in England ain't Guinness. It ain't the right stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just a promotional. Yeah. In Ireland, we laugh at the Americans because they come over here for the Guinness. You
You're
understand?
not on your. You're
I
in the
go to
bathroom, are
Ireland
you?
for the whiskey. I'm going to make a confession. I much prefer Irish whiskey to Scotch whiskey. Oh, if I say this, I'm going to be in trouble with Ken, maybe. But yeah, I prefer the Irish whiskey to the Scotch whiskey. I gotta say.
Yeah. I don't know.
Many-
If you gave me two whiskies, Irish and Scotch, I wouldn't know. O'Shane is good for that, but for me, I'm not a connoisseur of whiskey.
Yeah, I find basically for me it's simple. The Irish whiskey is smooth; it doesn't burn. The Scotch whiskies, I need to put a couple of drops of water in to smooth it out. That's what I go by. It gives me like heartburn if I drink Scotch. Only because probably it's a lot stronger. You know, if somebody's used to it, I mean, it's probably fine. I'm just too powerful for me.
I have no
Irish
idea,
whiskey's smooth. It's smooth.
and I couldn't tell you if you gave me the taste test, I wouldn't tell you.
Diego, I'm so jealous.
It's
Diego's
empty. No.
on the stream.
Yeah, I've got
Right.
Diego.
Right there is the gym. Those
Here.
windows right there. So that's where I listen to most of the streams when I get back from work.
And do handstands?
Yeah. Now the
Can you
now
do
the pool is
cartwheels?
open.
But like,
Oh, yeah.
remember when Diego pulled out the watch? He did a big watch reveal on Archie's show.
Yeah, and it was I think it said subscribe or something to Austin Daniels or something.
Austin Daniels, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sending Austin Daniels money every time because I like him.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm sending him $50.
Nice.
I think it's
Spray Miss Diego's back. Lean down. No, like lay down. Quit arching your back. Your legs too? Lift your
Guinness is still a large employer in Dublin.
like sorry. Hopefully I'll have another unboxing soon. I gotta get creative on how to do it. Mario Vieira, it is 317 Ryan.
Fuck.
Yes. Irish whiskey would give me a hairy chest. I don't have much. I've got like 10.
I think
Don't worry,
somehow
it comes with age.
in
Don't,
the
don't, don't, it comes with age, mate. Don't worry, those hairs will appear. Give it 20 years and my God.
Yeah. I'm going through
What's the regular? I'm here.
Did you guys hear something?
Chatting up the neighbors?
By the way, the knife sharpening was an homage to you making a racket in the kitchen. Just the loud
I was
noise.
quiet. I'm you. No, that was you. You did it. You set
Yeah.
me up.
I know. I started like rustling in the drawers,
Yeah, and
trying to
everyone
time
thought it
it.
would, and every time I stopped you, stopped.
Hey,
That was funny. Oh my gosh. Ew.
I'm probably gonna get really burnt today.
It looks bright.
Burnt
Hey,
by
Blondie,
the war room.
Can I ask you a question?
All right.
You live in New Jersey. Does Tony
Mhm.
Soprano live near you?
um, no, that
Oh,
house.
okay.
Yeah, it's not that far, but it's not really near me where the house was at least where it was filmed.
Cool. So you haven't got far to drive into New York. How long does it take to get from where you are into New York Centre?
Not far at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got to pay a toll. Yeah, there's a toll you got to pay.
I think it's like up to like $20 or more now. Diego,
Ow!
do you know
Damn.
I
what
don't.
the for now? Yeah, it's like it's
Ooh,
around 20, I want to say. It's
$20.
crazy. I
Don't you
know.
guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, I like that show. That's funny.
Do you remember the troll toll? He says you got to pay the troll toll if you want to get in this boy's soul.
Oh my God, I love that show. Oh wait, I have to mute because I gotta count.
That's funny.
I think Blondie's got more tools than I have.
More tolls.
Hello, rat.
Yeah, tools. My hammer looks pathetic compared to that one.
I think
Because I'm just doing
Blondie.
a deal here on it. They just.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, you listening to me?
Yeah, you said something about a deal on a date, Jess.
Yeah, I'm just doing a deal on a date just.
Oh, cool.
It's
Online deal,
a
folks.
it's a date just. I probably won't wear it, but I'm just buying it because the price is okay.
Go for it,
What
man.
kind? What's the reference on it?
Hang on, I'll show you now. It's a modern date just with smooth bezel and
Wait, what?
36 mil, and I probably won't wear it, but it's only $6,000.
Did you
So
say
I
ceramic bezel?
no smooth bezel.
Oh, okay.
Smooth,
Sorry.
smooth.
So I buy all these like watches that are good deals, and I never wear them. I just keep them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Box
Nothing
and
wrong with
papers, 6,500 USD.
It's all right.
that. Does it have the hollow end links, or is it
No, it's a
Jubilee?
modern watch.
New one. Yeah, that's value. I mean, I've got a
So is it like
1601. I've got a 1601 free 1988. Yeah, that's what 4 or 5K. So 6K for a modern day. Just
so
man,
would
Isn't
that
that
be
about
a
go for it.
21620 or 11620?
I'd need to go and check the reference number, but it's a modern Datejust,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's smooth bezel.
Yeah, if it's got solid end links,
And
probably I think
I
it would be a
I pay with
21620.
euro, but he's selling me USD, so it's
Wow,
Blondie.
Blondie,
What are you doing? You spraying the mousse in your hair, man.
Oh
that's
God,
really
it's
loud.
flying here. Sorry, I'm done.
what about 13% off retail? Is that the price? Yeah, I think it's sort of marginal, right? It's a little bit off the retail price, just a little, like 15%.
I
Which
texted Mike the Snake to get on. He hasn't jumped on yet. A little bit sad.
which Big Meech would describe as it's plummeting. It's plummeting in price.
Hmm.
Yeah, to Big Meech, I was talking to him last night. Apparently, if it's selling for like 10% below retail, then it's tanking. It's tanked. It's tanked in price.
I don't know. I think we'll see a resurgence here in a month or so of people still wanting watches. And you know what though? There's nothing saying the dealers, because I think right now there's a surplus in the market. Right? You go online, you can find what you want. You can find more than you ever could. They might just start holding back and pretending like they don't have any watches. Just, you know what I mean? And that might get the market back up. But
Mario.
Are you talking
Okay.
about grey market dealers?
yeah.
That is what they're doing. They've stopped buying. They're just trying to offload their inventory at the higher prices. So
Yeah.
they're holding back, and it's really whether or not more of the private sellers come in and start offloading.
I gotta move out of the sun. I'm about to burn myself. Sweetie,
Burn, baby, burn.
sweetie, I'm gonna go over there in the shade. I'm getting burnt. Oh. Yeah, I mean, but I'm seeing like, I think the increase in inventory I'm seeing is from flippers. You know, the guy that bought the sub at retail, and all of a sudden he's shitting his pants because he's not going to get 17,000, so now he's listing it for 15. And
Excuse
that
me.
kind
Hey,
of
Tim.
Is that Timmy? Timmy.
Hey guys!
Hi.
Hey, Timmy.
hey man,
Tim.
Hey! Dodger
Timmy.
banger!
Tim.
They come back!
Timmy, come
Diego!
back. Tim, come back.
Timmy, come back! Timmy, come back!
Tim, I
Expat! What
jumped
happened? I
on.
didn't see you in Vegas. What happened, man?
I'm taking care of
Oh,
this one.
oh, that's
Pretty
right.
good
That's
Madeline,
excuse.
Is
right.
not an option.
little Madeline. Which faction is
Oh,
Madeline a part of? She has to choose. She has to choose.
Has to choose.
Oh,
Hey,
everybody has to take
Tim,
a choice.
Tim. Have to make a choice. Everybody's got
Make
to
a
make a choice.
choice.
There's no fence sitting, guys. You cannot sit on the fence. You cannot. You
Tim,
cannot sit on the fence, guys.
Tim, I jumped on it, and as soon as I did, I heard helicopters, and they flew over me, weapons drawn, and they just pointed at me.
Oh,
And
oh.
I think
Because they
Green Room
know
called them off. Green Room called them off, but
Green Room called them off.
they're still hovering behind the trees, ready to pop up. So I'm a little bit
Ooh,
concerned.
ooh. By the way, Diego, Pat Winbeck, Ben sent a message to you. He said,
I didn't get it.
no. He's sending message through me to you. Just be
Okay.
cool, man. He was a little bit too spicy. He's moving houses. There's a lot of stress.
No, you know what? Like, we were
He's just
cool, and
joking.
then no, I know
Yeah,
he's. But here's the thing: we were cool, and I
yeah.
think I jumped on and watched Nicholas stream, and I said, "Hey, good to see you. Glad you're feeling better from the COVID."
Yes,
And he
yes.
said something like, "Fuck you, Spruik. I know what you're up to," and he blocked me. And I'm like, "What the fuck? We were cool."
No,
uh,
Ben's Ben. You know, Ben's been around ever since top 1 year one. I mean, Ben is Ben. You know.
yeah,
As he
yeah.
says, I stay in
Cool.
my lane, he stays in his lane, and things are cool.
Yeah,
Shit, I don't
yeah.
even
It's all
get out of the
cool,
garage, and he fucks with me. Forget the lane.
man.
I'll tell you,
I
we're all up
remember.
for it. We're all up in court. We're all up in the. We're all. Watch out for the war room. We're up in. You know, we're all being judged.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's okay. Tell
I
him. Tell
miss
him I
Going
said.
on.
Tell him I
I
said
miss
thank
the
you.
good old days, Diego. I miss the good old days when Fat Windback Ben, three-hander, and I think it was Ernie were bashing me on Marcelo time 24/7.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the
Yes,
best times,
they were.
guys. The good old days.
They were.
You know,
I want to say. I
it's
want to say. Remember when Ben said, "Take my wrench, Archie"?
yeah,
I think that had something to do with you. They hated you that much that he said, "Take my
oh
wrench. I'm
yeah.
out."
It's
So
it's the good old days. You know, it's just things change. Things have
They've
where
changed,
changed.
yeah.
where are you, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, things change.
Hey, I just a friend of mine asked me to go and fix the internet at his father's house. So I just helped him. They're gonna be busting down a wall, and you know I used to do a little bit IT, so I helped
Yeah.
him disconnect the computer and connected a new location. He gave me $100 for it. Wow, that's good
Damn.
shit. Yeah,
Wow.
wow. Yeah, I need the
That's not
money right
bad.
now because I'm fucking broke after Vegas. Yeah, it was a surprise. I didn't expect anything.
Yeah, you're just doing it out of
Well,
kindness of your heart.
you're still a nice person for doing that because when it breaks again, they paid you $100, so you got to fix it again.
No, but the problem is, the way I fix it, it never fucking breaks. It's just it just always works forever until whoever someone else messes with it. But actually, they told me I might. They're gonna need me, so they're gonna demolish this wall to put a new heating unit in, and then when it's all done, they will want me to move the computer back to its original place. So that's good.
Oh, you're moving a wall. Good God.
Yeah, and I'm
Yes.
taking a bit of a walk. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, get my lunch, $5 for lunch.
That sounds good.
Can you
We
get
were
a
supposed to take a
takeout for
walk
us,
today.
guys? I'm hungry.
Man. But I
Oh, look,
woke up.
Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, we have our own cabanas, and they're free. The
Wow.
cabana. Yeah.
Cabana.
Wow.
Free
Diego, you're living
24/7.
the life. You're living the life. You don't have to struggle for super chat.
Yeah, but you get to
Yeah, we
wake
got
up
no super
naturally.
chats. Super chats. We
You
can't
get to
no
wake up
super.
naturally
Yeah.
7 days a week.
What's the
Wake up
secret
now.
against super chats? Super chats. How do we get some super chats? Nobody super chats.
Super chat. Just say super chat. Super
Super
chat. I
chats,
think.
please. Super chat. Oh, I beg you, send money now. Super chat.
Bufaris
What,
is in the
guys?
chat. Bufaris looking very good with your shaved beard, though I do miss the beard. You look like a whole different person.
Oh, Forrest shaved the beard. What?
Is
Yeah,
Baharis here? Where's Baharis? He's in the house.
he's in the
He's
What
in
the
chat.
the house.
hell?
Oh, cool.
What?
Hey, Baharis. Hey, man.
Oh, we got the young Kim in the chat. This, that.
Jimmy.
This,
Very,
that.
very well said, young Kim.
Yes, we really appreciate you. This,
We
that.
do, Kim. It wouldn't be the same without you around. And Mario. Mario, I miss you so much. Mario, come back.
Mario, come back.
Mario.
Blondie, come back.
Oh, Blondie's here.
Blondie is looking fine as always. Where's the spice?
Spicy.
Ah, there's the spice. There it is. There's the spice. Wow, look at the spice rack. Beautiful.
That's awesome. Good job.
Look at the
Love it.
spice in that rack.
Now, does the new buyer get the spices or just the rack?
Now let's see the rack.
Yeah, can we see the rack?
We've seen
Blondie,
the
can
rack.
we see the rack?
That's spicy. A rack is spicy.
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 It's so spicy, guys. Where's the spice? Thanks, baby.
Hey,
Blondie. Blondie, listen to this. You can get Tim like $100, $200 super chat by saying for $200, I'll show you the rack.
I'll show
And they
you
won't
my
be.
rack.
I'll show you my rack. They won't know.
Super chat. Super chat.
They won't know what it is.
Super chat.
And
Where
then,
the from?
Like, woo, woo, there's a rack.
Oh.
We'll use that later. We'll try that later, Timmy.
Gypsy
On your
King,
stream.
guys.
Gypsy
The Gypsy King with the £1.79 super chat. Cartel beheadings will be conducted by Paulie.
Oh, politics war. No.
A little bit dark there.
No, we had enough darkness.
Tim, do you resend that comment because you know it's going to come back? Timmy.
I was just reading the comment. I haven't resent
£1.79,
or anything. I just read the comment. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger.
I can see this a week from now. Tim, someone said that I was going to be beheading. Do you think that's funny?
But you know, Marcelo was beheaded on live stream live, and nobody complained. So when we behead one of our own, nobody complains. But when it's someone else, then it's a big deal suddenly. By the way, I didn't see anyone complaining when Roman Sheriff pulled out an Uzi on the live stream. No one complained. No one said, "Ooh."
Yeah, but
Roman.
to be fair and square, he didn't mention anybody's name and it could come after him. I mean,
Yes, he did. He said Anthony
too
Barrett. He
spicy,
said, "I'm
too
gonna."
spicy. Right.
No, Roman said we're coming.
We just
We
bought the
said
new
TPG better be
we just
careful
bought a new Rolex.
because we got
You said
this thing. Yeah, that's why he pulled it out.
Put
That's
in
the
the
threat.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the threat.
Okay. Yeah, if you're saying that, I understand.
Yeah, but it was all a joke, just like me. It was all a joke, you know?
So,
Because TPG did a scandal, right? He did the scandal video. He disappeared, and Roman
right.
pulled out a news. He said, you know, if he doesn't show up, you know, he's gonna get this or something.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
That's
nobody
the way
made
it
a
went
big
down,
deal of
man.
that. I didn't care. I
Where
knew
you
it
were
was
at?
a joke.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
No, it's not about fight. I'm
Yeah,
surprised. He said the
yeah,
fight is not for you.
Yeah, the one
I'm
that's
only
yeah.
thinking about you. How do you think that I will fight?
Even I know
my
not to
other
pull my
girlfriend,
stuff
she's
out on
fighting every
stream.
time, so I don't understand not fighting. You understand?
Next time,
Hey, Ozzy,
Diego, you're gonna pull
Okay,
out
but I'm
your.
buying the watch,
Yeah, what's up?
and I'm sending. I
um,
say it's
shoot
6,000,
me a
5,000,
shoot me a private
6,500
message
euro US
on the
dollar.
Tim's Discord. I want to show you some
He
of the things
said,
I have. I think you'll like them
"Okay."
Yeah, sure.
You say it's very
because I know
nice.
we
And
can't
I'm
share mine
sending
here.
you the watch
But
Okay.
Guys,
on Monday.
guys,
No problem.
Can
Di-
It's just it's
Diego,
the same as
Diego,
yes,
can
Tim.
I make
Yes,
you a
Tim.
moderator? Can I make you a moderator on the Discord? I
go
want
on.
to make that a public Discord for all,
Ooh.
Oh.
like the
Every,
community members,
everything
for
is
all the watch
Thank
enthusiasts.
you.
this for maybe
Sure. I mean,
promotion.
I think right now it's
So
so
this
dead that I don't have to do anything. So
because
that'd be
he's
I know,
perfect.
he's
but how
give
long?
me what
But if you're a moderator, you can
on the
share the
dollar.
link and
So
stuff.
every time
You
Um,
he's
can
like
invite
going,
people.
you
but
gotta
2
make
months
the
later,
moderator, or you gotta
that's
make the Discord. You have to put like,
watch.
guys, I dropped something in the Discord, and only in the Discord. Go check it out.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, yeah, we
You know
can
what I
do
mean?
that. We can do the Discord only content. We need blondie nudes on the Discord. No, I'm just kidding.
He's on.
What's
He's
Discord?
Who's
Deep
making
fakes,
the
just deep
Aftermath.
fakes,
He's the
okay?
man.
Nothing,
He's the
Can I
man.
see
nothing.
his face?
He looks like Chinese man. He's the
Discord
Chinese
is like
man.
WhatsApp.
He doesn't have face for his profile picture, but he looked like Chinese man.
No.
But very good person.
Oh, Terry. By the way, guys, civil servant in
And
the
every
house.
time he
Civil
say you
servant
want,
in the house.
I say, if I want, really, I want every watch you have, I want. But it's possible, not possible for every watch. And then sometimes he has the very good quality watch, like Rolex, the very good quality. And his price is, everybody else's price is so high. His price is high, but
Not so high.
not as high as everyone else.
No.
And I know from him, I can get this watch in 2 days, and it's good. Everything is good.
Good price, man. It's good price.
And it has the paperwork and he's
Everything
really
is
good.
working right.
Really good. Really
he's
good
working
guy.
right.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Super chat? Is that super chat? No, not another one.
Super chat. So yeah, another one. Super chat. Look, as soon as I join, the super chats come flowing in. £1,
Yeah.
79 cents. Tim,
Business people.
the Gypsy King, guys. Tim, have you got the balls to come to Brighton? I have the balls. I have the balls. But do I have the finance for it? Okay.
No,
It's
get your
not
balls
about-
out for the girls, Tim. Get your balls out for the girls.
I've got the balls. Don't worry about that. But we need to fund it. It's not free coming to Brighton. Last time I went to Brighton, it cost me a fortune, and I got fisted for it. Fuck me
It costs you
dead.
£5 for an ice cream, mate. You better make sure you get some.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some money together for that, man. They ain't cheap there.
Yeah.
Don't say sorry.
I would love to come to Brighton. Let's start planning. Let's start planning my trip to Brighton, guys.
After
I'm gonna report for the community from Brighton.
Sending me everything.
Yeah.
Whew. Forbid, that's funny.
That's my short dress.
Yeah.
On to the next project.
Same as
The blinds!
Blinds! The
Ooh.
blinds!
Whoa!
I can't see the blondie. Pull up the
Look
blonde.
at the
Whoa.
stretch on that. My God.
Yeah.
The jingly blonde.
Where are we going, guys?
Super chat, guys. Another super chat.
Not another super
The
chat.
re-
Where's he come from?
Another one. 2 pounds. 2 pounds. The real big boy. Tim, get the Glock out, big boy. Ooh.
No, no.
Yeah.
The wars. Save it for the war room. The war room.
Save it for the war room, man. This is
War room.
Dodgers dead. Supposed to be
Dodgers
peace,
dead.
quiet.
The Dodgers in front of the court martial in the war room. There's dodgy things going on. There are dodgy pictures of fuzzy people and accusations being thrown around.
Can you guys still hear me?
Guys, yes, we can.
The snake just called me.
But he doesn't understand that when he's sending me the cheap watch. When he sent me the cheap watch, yes, for him it's cheap. For me, I can sell immediately for
Hot mic.
profit for 2,000
Yeah,
euro.
you'll make profit on 6K. Yeah,
He sells me for $6,000,
Get it.
and tomorrow I can sell for $8,000.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
his price is very good every time. He's
Absolutely.
getting from somebody who doesn't want the watch anymore. He's only getting from the very last owner.
Hot mic.
And I'm selling for the business. I can sell to the business for 8,000. Yes.
Hey guys, I have arrived at my destination. I want to thank
Taco?
Dodger for welcoming me into the Dodger Den. I'll see you guys next time.
Woohoo!
Woo, Chitty!
Hey, the Dodger Den! Dodger this, Dodger that. Hi, Timmy. Yeah, super chat for Timmy.
Love you, Timmy.
Timmy. Somebody
Everyone
buy
loves
Timmy
Timmy.
a wrap or something, you know, super chatting a wrap or something. There you go. Snakey, Mike.
Hey.
Mike, Snake. Hey, brother.
And for this, I can do good business.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mike.
Oh,
We can hear you just fine, Mike.
He said was selling for me cheap.
I just, what the fuck did I just do?
Mike, you're fine. We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, you're fine, Mikey. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but now I fucked up,
And every moment I can get the watch from him and sell it every moment.
Okay, now we're back. I couldn't.
Oh my God, sorry, guys.
I pushed on the wrong button and made it so I couldn't see myself. How's it going, everybody?
Cool, Mikey. What's happening, Mike? Tell us what's happening on the ground, man. What's the haps?
Not much. I actually just woke up.
Just woke up.
Mike,
yeah.
Mike, I got updates.
Oh yeah.
The PPI has been ordered.
What you're wearing?
Oh, good.
And you know what I learned?
Yeah, it's exactly
the spidering on the paint and those lines that I told you I saw below the fenders. That's indicative of a car that hasn't had body work and still has the original paint. So the guy said
those are good things.
It's patina, right?
Yeah. Yeah, good.
So I can live with the imperfections if they're supposed to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree completely.
So he's going to look at the engine. He's going to look at the frame, the bird cage, all that stuff. And
yeah, and if it's showing,
he's going to let me know.
If it's showing original patina signs that prove that it's never been disturbed. So, like, yeah, it's got the cracks, but that also proves that it's never been wrecked and there's no Bondo there. Then that, you know, until you do restore it, that's as good as you're going to get. You know, it's either
I agree.
all or nothing. You know,
and I don't think I would restore it. It's almost like an old Rolex. You don't want to change the dial.
Exactly. You want to leave those marks of history on the car. So very
Giorgio,
cool, dude.
the chef, I agree. I'd need some smaller ones. These are Miss Diego's. I lost mine. It's all.
They're tortoise.
Tortoise. I agree.
Tortoise.
But yeah, Mike, I'm gonna get the PPI tomorrow.
Oh,
the guy told me
tortoise
he
shell?
is.
What, lost your sunglasses?
I lost mine, so I'm wearing Miss Diego's. Yeah.
There's not tortoise. It's called tortoise shell.
Tortoise shell. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Whatever it is.
So are mine.
But if it's all good, then I'm going to go to the bank and get a cashier's check and pick it up probably Tuesday.
Dude, I'm
Oh
very,
my
very
gosh,
stoked for you.
Diego.
That's a fucking mighty classic styly car. It's one of the sexiest cars. You know, most of the world's most beautiful cars are shaped after a beautiful woman's body, and that is one of the most extreme cases of that statement. Only a
So,
few other cars surpass it.
So what car would you say mimics Blondie's body? A Volkswagen Beetle or a Bronco?
Or a Bronco? Neither.
I prefer Ladybug.
I'm just kidding.
Blondie, what mimics her is something like your Corvette or a Ferrari P4 or
Stingray.
Let's do the whole panel.
That's his car. That's what he's getting.
Yeah.
Who's
next?
Cars that have the real swoopty doopty, the beautiful women's lines. Now there's other sweet cars like Lamborghinis. No, they're not shaped like they're sweet looking.
Harsh,
they're not shaped like a woman's body. There's
say,
a lot of Ferraris that are, and a lot of Ferraris that aren't.
I would say Dodger is a Ural. Do you know? Is it pronounced Ural or Ural?
Ural
like
motorcycle?
No, it's like a Russian or someone's got some feedback.
It's not me.
It's like a transport vehicle.
Okay, they also made a motorcycle with a sidecar that was two-wheel drive in the back.
By the way, Mike, I don't know if you're aware, but Dodger's on, and we are in enemy territory right now.
Yeah,
so just be careful.
I know.
Be careful what you say.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, Mary, I want you
maybe
to feel
the
home
enemy
here.
could help explain to me.
And every time you want to go to the shop, I want you to feel.
I'm gonna go with myself as a 1992
shopping,
Toyota Camry.
I want to say hi
I'm
to
reliable, not very powerful.
I'm saying,
but
I'm not joking. I'm saying I want you to feel at home.
That's awesome. I was going to say,
I can't be here because I must.
He says Yugo. I was going to say Yugo might be good too.
I love Mrs. Dodger. I haven't spoken to her in a long time, and since that one fateful night.
What game are you playing, Ozzy?
Doom Eternal.
I was going to say that looks like Doom.
So maybe
I saw the book.
Dodger, can you
mute that guy, Dodger, please?
Sorry, can I sorry, sorry, I've been out.
The guy with the black screen.
The big one with the box. The beautiful
Put the
box.
Glocks out, big boy. Fight.
Sell for €200.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer 1911.
Yeah, so that means tomorrow is holiday. The post office is
For what
not
purpose,
working.
Mike?
Anyway,
Can
this
we
one is
mute?
selling for €200.
What's his name? I don't even know his name.
Hot Mike.
What it's worth.
The guy that's going to buy the date chest.
Very heavy.
Okay, before you say it, I would like to
Cam?
take a look.
No, it's like
everything I'm selling.
The Dubliner.
Can you hear me, Dodger?
Oh, Danny? No, not.
Just
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys see?
Good price for
Fuck.
I know tomorrow I'm getting up early and I'm going to San Francisco.
Everything I put.
All together we can.
Hold on. Let me type in the private chat. Maybe Dodger can.
Everybody
go in
else
there.
is
Dodger,
asking
can
for
you hear
more.
us?
I asked for.
Sorry, Diego.
Can you mute that guy with the black screen? That's just like
Yeah.
So that in this way they'll buy.
whatever he's doing.
Yes. It will
If
be
it's
sold
the same
quickly.
else,
He's playing a fucking video game.
It will not sell.
No,
that's
Ozzy
not.
Expat doesn't have audio. It's this
No,
other
that's not.
fucking guy. Or just boot him off.
I've done that. What next?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that sounds fine.
Is that better?
That's much better.
So, what do you want? What do you like the 1911 for, Mike?
It's classic and reliable, and
Sorry.
reliable.
I'm not a real big fan of plastic guns. I had a Beretta and a Ruger metal gun, and I like those. I had a Beretta 92F and a Ruger 9.
Yeah,
I give
on the 1911. What have you got? What's the last one you had?
I still have it. It's a champion. Well, technically, no, I don't have it, and I don't have it anymore. But it was a 1911 champion, Springfield, which is about an inch and a half shorter than normal. It's made for concealed carry. It has an aluminum body instead of a steel body, so it's very hyper light.
Wow.
And I've been told that the model is M968. And if you look it up, there's no information about it online. It's literally like the mystery 1911, and
Was it 45 still for
yeah,
concealed
it's
carry?
45. The serial number on mine is only 3 numbers long. And I called Springfield and they said it was one of 100 of a special set made for a bunch of Brazilian officers, and so it's like, I mean, with a 3 number long serial, it's like 000000560, and it's like one made, you know.
Yeah, I've
You know
got
what
two
my
Springfield
you know
1911s. One's a
my old
range officer, and the other one is a TRP in inox stainless. That
Nice.
one's pretty.
my old coworker Mike had a 1940 something Colt, right? Parkerized, beautiful.
Yeah,
This thing was
nice.
like almost unfired, and he was like, "Give it a go," and I'm like, "Dude, your parkerization's like brand new." He's like, "That's fine, shoot it." I was like, "I feel bad shooting this gun. It's like perfect." I would love one of those, but I would never carry a 1911.
No, why? Why would you never carry one?
Just the
I agree.
jams.
Yeah, I agree.
I've
The
never
higher
had a
quality of
jam
the
in a Glock.
1911.
Never had a jam
The
in a Glock. Never
jams.
had a jam in a SIG. But 1911s I've seen fail. And also capacity. Capacity is the other thing. 7 rounds. That might not get you out of a situation.
Right.
I think mine's 9 with 1 in the chamber, but I might be wrong.
There's no way it's 9.
No, it's a standard, so it's 7 then, I guess. But
and you know what though? My dream gun was a USP Tactical 45. And you were talking about the plastic, right?
I'm still thinking about getting a USP this year.
So the USP Tactical 45 is a big pistol, but it's almost too light. Like, you know how we talk about the Grand Seiko Snowflake, how it's beautiful, and then you get it in your hand and you're just like, it's missing something. The USP Tactical is like a very, very light pistol. It looks killer. It shoots great, but it kind
The
of...
tactical is light. It's almost the size of a Desert Eagle, isn't it? Or am I just thinking of that MK23?
You're thinking of the USP. You're thinking of the Navy SEAL one.
Yeah, the Mark 23.
The Mark 23, I think it is. That's a big gun. USP Tacticals. It's just a USP 45, but it's got threaded barrel and it's got the night sights on the back.
My little champion is like is special. It's different than your normal 1911 because it's an inch and a half shorter, and it's got an aluminum body, so it doesn't weigh anything. And it's a Springfield, which is one of the nicer, higher regarded companies. You know, Colt Springfield would be the 2 top. Kimber's up there, but I'd still take
in the bin. I'm sorry. Do not tell anyone Kimber's okay.
Yeah. What?
They come from the factory with rust. So yeah.
What about
Kimber's,
Wilson Combat, Ozzy? Is that a good one?
Wilson Combat are more like a modifier of guns than they are a maker of firearms.
You know, the very best is Rock Island.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
So, but Rock Island's much better than Kimber for sure. Like
Rock Island's
they're
kind of
made
like
in the
your bargain
Philippines. They know how to
basement.
make 1911s.
Well, see,
Kimber's like the Hublot of the 1911.
I've got
would
an
you say?
AR-15 that's got
Yes.
my brother built. So he bought the lower and he bought the upper, and then I've got the magazine or the body is
All right, Mike. Enough. No.
no.
Let's not talk about. Let's move on.
Oh, all right.
I think we'll move on.
Um,
What is that?
I have a question, guys. Wait, I need advice. I have to trim these blinds, right? And I know how much I have to do. It's not a lot, but the question is how. So I have a Fisher Price miter plastic miter saw box, which is shit. What can I do to cut this?
I have an answer for you.
What sort of saw have you got?
is it?
Blondie, what sort of saw? Have you got a metal saw? Is it plastic or is it metal?
I found this in the.
Oh, it's probably not the right thing. Too many teeth.
I can't find
Blondie.
my other. I'm gonna try again. I bought a
You
new
need
one.
a
I
fine
can't
blade
find it.
metal saw.
Go to a Lowe's or Home Depot. Let them do it.
No.
While they're doing it, get yourself something to use.
No.
Yeah,
I did the
That
same
saw's
one
got
in my
too many teeth.
bedroom.
Too wide apart.
You got a super chat.
Super chat.
I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna find my other
hang
saw.
on. Oh, damn. Hang on. Oh, dodge it. Hey, Al, $5. Diego, honest question. Okay. Are you and your toolbox / garage ready to care for the PPI? What's PPI? Is it personal protection insurance? What the hell is PPI?
No.
Pre-purchase inspection.
So let me answer this really quick.
Ah.
Al, if you could rephrase your question, because I don't think the syntax of your sentence was correct. I don't necessarily know what you're asking. If you could, you don't have to super chat again, but just if you could ask that in a more elaborate way, I'll be happy to answer. Because just reading that sentence, I don't know what you're asking.
I've got to say, Mario's right. She needs a hacksaw. So, Blondie, you need a hacksaw. If you use that saw with too many teeth, you're going to end up with the end of it being as rough as a badger's arse when you cut it.
I think you would with a hacksaw as well. You need something more like a circular saw or a table saw where
to be accurate,
high
you
speed
can do it with a
circular
hacksaw.
saw.
If you're straight, you can do it with a hacksaw. But yeah, you got to keep it straight.
We're talking like plastic with plastic slats or metal slats,
Chop
right?
saw, pull them, yeah. Blondie, take it down a store, get them to do it, have a cup of coffee and get them to do it.
I've done it before, but it was okay.
No, not that one.
No.
Is that a hacksaw?
That's the
Al,
closest thing to actually working.
That's
but
Al,
you may
you
still
asking-
shred everything.
Are you asking Al if I'm ready to care for the corner?
The previous one is the best
That's a coping saw.
That's it.
That-
That's the best option we've got.
That's the best tool you have to
for that job.
possibly do it if it's going to work.
Look how old this is. Do you see how old this is?
Don't you use that thing on that? God damn it. Throw that in the bin.
No, but that's probably worth a lot of money. Don't throw that in a bin. That's a beautiful old antique saw.
All right. So Al's asking if I'm ready to care for the car. I'm gonna have to get like a really good cover for it, and I'm gonna drive
Wait, you don't
it
have a
at least.
garage?
So we have a parking garage, but it's not sealed off from the elements, right?
Oh yeah.
So
like
it's not
open air.
going to get rained on. But me and Mike were talking. Moisture accumulation is a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is drive it at least once or twice a week at a minimum, and I'm probably going to look into renting a garage close by and leaving it in there.
All right. One very important thing: if you it doesn't really matter how often you drive it, but I used to work at a Porsche shop as a Porsche mechanic, air cooled engines, right? No water, right? And I used to pull the oil cap off, and there used to be oil in the water or water in the oil. And I'd be like, how the hell is there water in the oil of this air-cooled engine. Okay, nobody fucking nobody jokingly put water down the oil hole. Um,
Yeah.
what happens is same deal as I was explaining to you about the car cover. If the guy religiously once a week started his engine up for 5 minutes and then shut it off just to keep the blood flowing through the motor, but that heat cycle, that really fast hot to cold heat cycle, caused condensation inside the engine.
Yeah.
And that in turn would mix with the oil, and you come back next week, do it again, and before you know it, you every time you do it, you create a bunch of water that just never gets boiled out of the oil.
Well,
Okay,
I'm not just going to
so
start it and
yeah,
turn it
if
off for 5 minutes. I'm going to take it out. You know
you
what I mean?
drive it
Like,
once a week or once a month, it doesn't matter. But whatever, I'm just saying, whatever you do drive it, you take it all the way to operating temperature for at least 20 minutes.
for sure, man.
You want
Absolutely.
that oil temperature over 200 degrees for at least 20 minutes. Um,
Mm.
the oils, when it says 2050 on the bottle, right, on the can, or 2040 or 1030 weight, the weight of the oil,
Yeah.
it is not even that weight until it is at 200 degrees.
Well,
They're not.
I plan on driving this thing like at a minimum an hour twice a week at a minimum.
Okay, cool. Just make
Yeah.
sure every time you run it, you take it up to full operating temperature and keep it that way for 20 minutes, and then you won't have oil in the water problems.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
You want to.
I'm not exactly sure how oil gets into the water, but I mean that recommendation is sound even for modern cars where
Yeah, no. But modern
my
cars are much more
daycare.
sealed.
Oh, I see. Yeah, my daycare for my son was only like literally a 1 minute drive. So our car, its main cycle was literally 1 minute on, stop, dropping off, 1 minute
Yeah.
back, stop, and doing that 4 times a day.
Oh, well.
And never doing a freeway drive to ever boil off the condensation in the potentially in the oil.
Did you ever find that your oil was kind of brown or white, milky colored? Or did it cause water in your oil?
I had my oil tested by a lab, and I didn't find anything untoward.
Okay.
But I realized that that is a concern. You can't use a full size car like a golf cart, basically.
Well, today's cars are they are complete. The oil and fuel systems are completely sealed. Like they're sealed up, so there's much less of a chance of condensation happening on older cars. There's actually an air hole, like to the inside of the engine, that comes out the top of your valve cover, basically, and the cars have a PVC valve or PCV valve, positive crankcase vent valve. But yeah, they're not as sealed as today's newer cars. And so if you were to treat
Yeah.
Diego's Corvette like that, your car driving it for 1 minute each direction once a day, or once a week, you'd find, I think, in time that you might start getting milky looking oil, and in which case you just if you just change the oil more often if you're going to continue treating the car
Let's see
that
what
way.
Let's see what the chat's saying.
Snakey,
BC says.
Snakey, we've got to support. Look. Blondie's in a very critical situation now. She's about to cut this piece. We've got to support her in this action.
Wait, guys, I
She's
have
got a
another
critical-
question, but totally unrelated to what I'm doing right now. What are these called? The Apple earbuds, AirPods, or something, right?
Yeah,
These
sure.
Yeah,
things?
AirPods.
Is there a way to? Is there? Can you guys hear me? Okay, sorry. Is there a way to mute it by touching, like in a certain
You
spot
have
or
yes,
anything like
yes.
that?
So
Tap
you
them
have
twice
to.
and they turn off,
No,
right?
these are the new ones, right? These are the AirPod Pros
Mm-hmm.
like this.
I think so. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about muting your mic?
You have to go to your settings, and if you there's like a little notch or there's like a little ridge. You have to tell the settings what you want that double tap to do.
Okay.
So like for mine, it's like play, unplay, and then on my right one,
It's
it's
here,
turn
right?
song.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you have to
I see
Can
it
you actually
now.
and if
mute
you
the
hold
mic
it,
on it?
I don't know how it works
I
with
haven't seen
StreamYard, but like I
anything.
know, for
That's why
example,
I've got these. Oh,
you,
let me expand my window a little bit. That's
yeah,
why I
like I
love
know, for
these.
example,
So they have a
I need to
physical
dude,
microphone
Yeah.
mute button.
I need to get
Yep.
some
Yeah.
damn
Well, that's like
furniture in.
professional.
Same here. Mine too. That's why
I
I
need to
asked
get
people,
some
"Can
damn
you hear me?
furniture in
Can
my
you hear
office
me?"
because yeah. We need
Button
to get
gets
some furniture
pushed.
in the office because the echo where my desk is so bad, and
Yeah. Get a
Oh
I
wow.
really
carpet.
just
Get a little
Yeah.
rug or a carpet.
I know. We just gotta. I don't know.
Oh, you just
When the
moved though,
weekend,
right?
sorta, we moved in December, but like when the weekend comes and like we're planning to do all that, like we just want to relax. And the problem I find is a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff we want, you have to order online. And I'm the kind of guy that like wants to buy things the
See
same
it.
day. If I see something I like, I want to go get it.
Yeah,
Right.
I want it now.
I want it
Yeah.
yesterday.
It's my money and I want it now. You seen
Call
those
So
J.G.
JG
Wentworth.
Whitworth?
JG Wentworth. Oh my god.
these are style headsets. This is the Plantronics Voyager 100 or something, but it's designed for truckers, and so the noise cancellation is pretty extreme, to deal with that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. But the physical mute button is just so good, and then having only
I
one ear is very convenient for doing other things around you in other
Mhm.
yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
I
No,
have I
I have
have a really good headset, but the one time I used it, people were like, "Who the fuck is breathing in their mic?" Non,
Oh no.
it was me. It was me. I was
It
like,
was
"Damn it!"
me.
Like, I'm self-conscious wearing that thing now.
I have two sets
Yeah.
of noise canceling aircraft headsets. That I sold my nice ones to my dad after I sold my airplane
Yeah.
after the fires, and it turns out he had basically the same set but from 5 years before, so the same model, just a little bit different, but they were like $950, and they had
Those
a
are the
little
Bose.
those slipstream airstream. I forget the name, but they had a little controller, separate
I
volume
always
levels,
I always
and
miss flying and having that mic right on your lip when you open your mouth. Makes that sound.
yeah, no, I didn't like the aircraft, but you had to put the mic right on your lip because inside the airplane, the drone is so heavy.
I need to go
Um,
flying again soon. I miss that shit.
I got a friend who's want to take me up in a helicopter. And
Mm-mm. Don't do it.
why?
Don't do it, Mike. It's not worth it, man. You lose a tail rotor. That's
They're
it.
so dangerous.
Why
It's
With
helicopters
only
are
one
not
engine.
dangerous?
no, Mike. So look, I will never get in a helicopter unless I'm being medevaced out somewhere. I refuse.
Oh
Mhm.
shit! This
I've
guy's
been
got
around aviation.
hundreds and hundreds of hours in
It
Can't
doesn't
you
matter
helicopters.
how
auto
many hours
rotate?
he
He's an
has. It's
instructor.
well,
He's an
Ozzy,
instructor.
you can auto rotate. So if you lose your main engine, that's not the big deal. But if you lose a tail rotor, you're done.
Yeah, tail rotor. You spin out of control,
You're done,
and
and it's
you're
not
Hmm.
it's
done.
not worth the enjoyment you'll get out of the ride is not worth the risk of that happening. So I will never get in a helicopter unless like my life depends on
Yeah,
Yeah.
it. Like,
Go away.
and
I have a pilot
it's
friend.
just
He
it's
won't
kind of
even.
like
I gotta jump.
if you got an airplane and if one wing falls off, you're dead. You'll never make it down. It's kind of saying the same thing, Diego. Fucking
that's true, but
don't
you gotta really
tail
hot
rotors,
dog a plane to lose a
but
wing.
tail rotors don't regularly fly off of helicopters, dude. I mean, they just don't, and they're also fucking highly inspected and maintained. It's like you don't hear about very many helicopter crashes, and
Kobe?
I mean, at one, okay. There's, I'd say it's probably 10 to 1 but there's also 10 to 1 ratio of helicopters to airplanes. There's just many
Here's the
less
thing.
Many
Here's the thing
less
with a plane.
helicopters.
You know, a plane, a single engine loses its engine, you can land in a field, interstate, road.
Well, just like
Yep.
my dad on Thanksgiving. He
Yeah.
fucking ran out of gas over the grapevine going to LA, and he glided and landed in the desert and crashed and almost
Yeah.
died. A
I
helicopter,
refuse.
you
You want to hear a funny
you can
helicopter
auto
story?
gyro down.
You want to hear a funny helicopter story?
Sure.
Is
So,
there ever a funny helicopter story?
so when I was in school, we were going to Oshkosh. You know the air show.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So we were going to fly up to Oshkosh, and we wanted to get this banner of our airport from way up high. With they wanted me to Photoshop one of our twin engines blasting out like high angle, right? So I said, okay, well, I can get a photo
What kind of twin engine?
I want to say it was a PA. Fuck, what was it? PA-28 is what we flew, the Warriors, but I want to say it was, I can't remember the name, but it was what we used for our multi-engine licenses.
The Piper or
it was a Piper, yeah. So I took that photo. Okay. I proposed I'm gonna get on a ladder at the end of one of the runways, and we'll have it coming straight at us, and I'll take the photo, and he can peel off well before we come across. I've got a telescopic lens, all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
The head of the flight department said, that's unsafe. We're going to put you in one of our helicopters. We'll hover off on the end of the runway. We'll have the plane come towards you. You'll take the photo, and then he'll peel off. So I'm in a helicopter, leaning out, taking a photo of a twin engine coming right at us. I snapped the photo, got that photo. Then we went, we went up to altitude, got a photo of the airfield, got the Photoshop. But I just thought it was so funny that it was too dangerous for me to be in a ladder taking a photo. So instead, they wanted to put me in a helicopter, hovering. I'm going to see if I can find the photo, and I'll.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, I'm not a huge helicopter fan. Don't get me wrong. They're not. I'm much more akin and liking airplanes. I'm an airplane guy. Just so everybody knows, a ride in a helicopter is kind of more like a special treat. So that's a pretty cool little contraption you got there. It holds what you're cutting nice and straight.
No, it's a piece of garbage. It's plastic. I call it like a Fisher Price, like children's, like my first saw.
But it's a jig. It holds your. It's a fixture.
I know, but I got it for I mostly did I had to cut the quarter rounds, and it was a bitch, and that's just a tiny little piece of wood. So good luck to me right now.
This thing's great because you want it plastic because you're always going to be cutting and scratching into it, so you don't want it made out of expensive material because it's always kind of self-destructing as you use it.
Yeah, I need to show you guys in case anyone's like, stop! You're gonna fuck it all up. Okay, I did this before though with these exact lines in my bedroom. So
you laying them on their side, right? Yeah, good.
Like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
you got this, girl.
I'm not that blonde. I'm not that blonde. I've done it before. It was just a bitch. So I was hoping.
Mike, can you hear me?
Easier.
Yeah.
I just texted you the photo. Put it up on the stream.
Okay.
But don't show my phone
See if
number.
we can find some pieces of foam, blocks of foam, from something, and see if those you can stuff in there to hold the
thing straight.
The thing instead of just stabbing whatever that pen was or whatever it is you have in there.
There's holes. There's like pegs.
Yeah, but I mean, when you start really I guess
Mike,
it's gonna move. I'm gonna have to put my foot on it.
Don't dox me
put my
though.
foot on it.
Don't dox me, but hold it up to the camera.
I should probably wear shoes.
Oh yeah! Wow, cool.
These
See
are
if
my
it-
paint
See if you
slippers.
can show the camera.
Should I
Let's
put
see
it up?
it.
You want to put it up to the
Yeah, but
Pull it up.
don't put my name there.
Be careful, Mike.
My security relies on you not fucking this up.
Yeah, right. Diego, that was
No,
pretty
just
ballsy.
save. Yeah, you see that, Blondie?
Yeah.
So
What
that
the
was a
heck?
Photoshop of like a photo I took in the air
Okay,
and the
here,
plane
you got
coming
my
right at the
shirt.
helicopter.
This is a
That's
Photoshop?
Yeah,
Photoshop or a photo?
photo. It's 2 photos in one.
Oh, all
that's
right.
sick.
Did I ever show you my
That's really
airplane?
cool.
I have a
Mm.
video of my airplane as I
Did you
was,
get in?
it was leaving me as I
Want to
sold
get
it.
back in?
Um,
Sorry.
and
Mike the Snake is on. Miss Diego says hi, Mike.
oh, hi, Mrs. Diego.
He
Here's my
says hi,
mom.
Mrs. Diego.
Ever seen my mom? This is the wonderful lady
They
that
don't
keeps
need a name
bringing
on
me
it.
those delicious meals and stuff.
She's a very pretty woman, Mike.
I'm very what?
Mike's mom.
I've got lots of pictures of
Oh
stuff
shit.
that.
Blondie, she's cutting. Mike, look.
Well, I'll let her cut because she knows obviously how to do that. So, what am I looking for?
I don't know. I'm surprised she has
Oh,
that.
yeah, I know, huh? A cutting tool like that. That's
She probably has more shit than I do.
um. I am
Should we move
impressed
back
as
over there?
well.
Sweetie? I'm going to move back over there so we're not taking up too many seats.
Shit. All right, wrong phone. You gone, Diego? No, you're still there.
No, I'm just
All right.
moving.
Here, I'm gonna get my other phone and I'll show you my fucking old RV-12. Well, it wasn't old; it was brand fucking new.
You know, I flew a. Do you know what a T-28 is, Mike?
Yeah, I can totally know what a T-28 is.
I've flown T-28s, and I
All right.
got a ride in Fat Albert. Do you know what Fat Albert is?
Yeah, totally.
I got a ride with them. That was pretty cool.
Nice. You got right in the real Fat Albert, the
Yeah,
with the
at an
Blue
air show
Angels.
at NAS Jacksonville.
Wow, cool. Because they hot rod the fuck out of that plane when they're flying it. They don't just
They
fly it
do.
around.
It
They're
was
like yank and bank, and they're like,
unfortunately though. You know what the JATOs are? The JATO rockets.
yeah, sure.
They didn't have the JATOs anymore when I got the
No,
ride.
yeah, yeah. They kind of they stopped doing those.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
But even then, the way they fly that plane is
Oh yeah.
insane. You know, because it's totally not loaded up, so it's lightweight.
Well,
It's like,
it was fucking fully loaded with like a bunch of people in the back. There was like 30 of us. It was pretty
yeah,
cool.
but I mean, still compared to a payload of tanks or something. Like
Yeah.
like when you see those 737s or 747s, they go and do those vertical, takeoffs. It's just because they're empty. They have
Yeah.
like they're minus 500,000 pounds of seats and
Mm,
and upper carrying case area stuff and
yeah.
people and everything else. So
Oh,
they
she's about
can
to
damn
cut.
near
She's
go
cutting.
vertical. There she
She's cutting.
goes. Just remember long, slow strokes. Long,
Mark Omega.
slow.
Mark Omega. You think these are Prada? These are actually like $25 sunglasses. So they thought these were Prada, sweetie. They thought these were Prada. That's awesome.
I'm gonna save so many more calories going through that exit.
Hey, here's an old Porsche 911 turbo. I built turbo
Damn, holy
911
shit.
turbo engine that I built. I built the,
Wow.
but it's not a 930. It's a 911 with a 6 that we turboed out.
Mike, we're gonna help Blondie out here, man. Look, she's got to learn how to start that saw. She needs to learn how to use long strokes, man. We got to help her out here. Look.
Yeah. Hey, Blondie.
Ooh.
Blondie.
Oh no 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 no
All
no
right.
no! That angle is so
Yeah.
no.
Come, Mikey.
We're-
You know, we're gonna help Blondie out here,
All right.
man.
Get more behind the whole everything. Get behind. You
Yeah, get behind the
turn your
saw.
butt. Turn your butt towards the camera.
Towards us,
The way, or turn everything around.
Turn it
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
And he's not saying that to
No,
be. He's
I
not
I'm
being
know, I
saying
know.
funny. Like
I'm not saying
No,
it to be a
that's help.
jerk. Okay, that's
But
better.
I'm trying to
Okay.
like anchor it against the fridge as well, like because it keeps sliding.
oh, it's
Okay.
That's the
moving.
problem.
What you want to do is start with a
That's what it's
backstroke. Start with
the
a
problem.
smooth
Backstroke.
backstroke.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Let me get readjusted here.
Yeah. You want to hold that piece in your hand against the red box. Yeah. So hold the piece against the red box with one hand, and hold the saw with the other hand.
Hey Dodger, we got a super chat by the way, pretty big one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need those because otherwise I'm dead. Hang on, where is it? Oh, damn. Oh my God, sorry. Super chat.
You said, Mike.
Hang on, wait
Super
a
chat.
second. I'll just do the super chat. Solomon Droid, $9.99.
You
Josh,
Thank you so much.
You want to be in line.
Yes.
Mike, hold on, Mike. Super chat.
That looks good. No, not do a well. Yeah. Get
Dodger,
this
is
out
your
of the way.
barbecue pit part of Stonehenge? What do you
It is,
say,
yeah.
Dodge?
It dates back to 1722.
Solomon
Start
Roy,
with
thank you. You're keeping the guillotine from falling on Dodger's head right now.
no, you.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Hang on.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Slow, straight.
She's doing it. She's doing it.
Slowly.
No, Jesus, I'm gonna be here all week.
No, slowly.
Ah.
Long strokes. Slow, long strokes.
Wait, I have to
Slow
find
sound.
I have a real one.
Here you go, Diego.
I have a new saw. I gotta find it. This is crazy.
Damn.
It
Wow.
takes a long time, Blondie. It
It's
does.
a little hot rod.
Thank you, Solomon Droid. Yeah, you
That
saved
is
me
awesome.
from a grisly end.
I'm gonna jump in the pool. I'll be back in just a bit.
Yeah,
There it
you flew
is.
off, man.
Just running and everything.
Wow.
Where am I?
November 232 Victor. What?
You'll never
Tango
know.
Charlie Victor.
All right. I'll be back in a little bit. See you guys.
Tooks and strokes.
Did you see my old airplane?
Yeah, no, Mario, it's not the saw. She won't listen. She needs to do longer strokes and slow down.
Oh yeah, no. But man, it's the hardest thing to do to teach a girl how to use a saw.
Yeah,
And
Mrs. Dodge uses all
she's doing
sorts.
it. She's doing a good job. Blondie's doing a
She's
great
doing a
job
good, yeah.
learning on her own. She actually
Hello?
got some strokes in.
I found this might be better, right?
It's the same thing, but no, not as accurate.
That's the same exact blade. It's
But
just
it's brand
without the.
new and shop.
Yeah, that actually makes things worse. It makes it grab more. It's gonna make it harder to.
You'd be better off getting a proper blade for the saw you've got.
Now that's a sawzall blade for a machine for an automatic saw.
Yeah, it's not
No.
about the saw blade.
No,
Or
it's
maybe
not.
not.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Well,
It goes
yeah,
in. It goes into
yeah,
that plastic handle. Yeah,
It's going to be a bit jagged if you use that.
I'd say the blue plastic handle with the
Bigger?
saw blade in the paper. That's probably your best bet if you can get the two to where you can actually make nice, clean, smooth saw strokes.
There's a way to get it. There's a sweet
Because the way
spot where
the
hold
way
saw.
you're doing it now, you're not able to hold down, what you're cutting. So every time you try to make a cut,
Move.
it slides across the floor, right? And that's
I need the anchor, the thing that it's the
so
tables.
Those
Take
miter
one
bugs
in,
are supposed to be
take
cured.
one in and put it up against the fridge, or stick it underneath the fridge. You
You
know,
might need to pack
find
the
some
red
way
box.
to anchor one end of it, right? And then you can put your foot on the other, or take literally take your sofa and move the leg of the sofa over to where the other end is. Then you're able to just push forward against that plastic thing, and you've got it locked into place. Then you can go ahead and you're free to saw away till the cows come home.
Okay.
It's not going to jump around on you like a frog, right? Because it's impossible to cut with it,
Moving
back and around, and you can't physically hold it with your hands. I'd go back to using that hacksaw you were using.
I want to.
And just go back to learning like securing the fixture you're using, your cutting fixture to the floor better.
All right. Hold on. Oh boy. All right. We're off to a great start.
Yeah, I don't think you install that. You might have to pull the screw out and put the screw through the hole in
I don't
the.
think I have it facing the right way. Can't see anything. Where are my glasses? No, it goes this way. What time is it? Oh, 4:30 already. Shnikes.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm not leaving just yet. In a couple of minutes, so I gotta go take my medicine.
Maybe this is.
Sucks. I gotta take medicine twice a day, and it's like I keep getting mixed up because sometimes my sleep is screwed up. So sometimes I fall back asleep and I wake up at noon, like I did today, because I work at home and my schedule is my own. But then my pills get taken late, like what I normally would take in the morning, and then bedtime turns into noon, and midnight.
Someone
Right?
just take a dip.
Oh, look at that! Diego's out catching some rays.
Yeah, I just got in the water. It was getting too hot.
Where
Blondie,
are you?
turn
Where
away.
are you?
Turn away for a second, Blondie. This is for Mike only. Ready, Mike?
Okay. Oh, whoo, whoo, whoo. Well, I don't know if you've noticed, Blondie, but Diego and I have a thing for each other.
We do. We do.
I'm
Miss
sorry.
Diego is not happy about
You've
that,
actually
Mike.
you've lost out.
Should I leave?
Miss Diego is
No,
not
you don't
happy.
need to leave. You're fine. We're
Give you guys some alone time.
yeah.
Do you want to be on camera? All right, Miss Diego wants to be on camera. Ready?
Yeah.
Switch the camera.
Miss Diego.
Miss Diego, get to
I don't know
meet
if you
Miss
can make me
Diego.
full screen. Make me full screen.
Well, that's she's so far away. I
Hold
can't.
on. I know. Wave.
Oh,
Say hi.
Oh.
Hi, Miss Diego. Nice to
She's
meet
wearing
you.
$15,000 sunglasses.
Really?
Oh yeah, nothing but the best for Miss Diego.
What are they, Gucci or?
15,000?
Oh no, they're like they only make like 2 a year, and she's
Really?
wearing a
For real?
she's wearing an Aquanaut Travel Time Singapore edition.
You're full of shit.
Nothing but the best for Miss Diego. All right, off full screen, please. My fucking forehead looks enormous right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're getting older, man. That hairline keeps on moving back.
Yeah.
You know, I looked out.
Yeah, you got great hair.
My whole family has full hair. Now they say you inherit the hair of your grandfather. no, like my grandfather on my mother's side was completely bald. But my grandfather on my father's side was 100% purebred Italian. And I think we all got my brothers and I got his hair because we all have like full heads of hair, no signs of.
My grandpa, when he died, had a full head. You want to hear a funny story about my grandpa, Mike?
Sure.
So when he gave me the date just, he lived in Mexico. He said, "Don't ever wear this watch in Mexico ever. They'll cut your hand off for it." Right? So I'm like, okay, I won't wear it. And when he was dying, we went down to Mexico and we visited him. And I was sitting at the foot of his bed, so maybe, I don't know, 7 feet from him. We're having a conversation and we're talking, and I'm wearing my Explorer 1. And all of a sudden, he's just like, stop. Is that a Rolex? Like, and even on his deathbed, he gave me shit about wearing a Rolex. Oh shit! I just got a text about the Corvette. Hold on.
Oh, super important shit. Okay, now you got the right tool, Blondie.
It's working. I took it out of the stupid box. I cut myself from that other stupid tool.
Yeah,
But
no, that was
okay.
the wrong
Oh
tool.
shit, Floodland, you're right.
Mike.
Yeah.
He just told me he has a cash buyer coming tomorrow. He'll let me know if anything falls through. So I'm going to tell him, can I give you a deposit?
Oh, say it again.
Damn. The guy with the car just texted me saying, I have a cash buyer coming tomorrow. I'll let you know if it falls through. And so I just texted him, can I give you a deposit to hold it? That's fucked up, man.
just tell him. You've decided you wanted it, right? In your head, you said yes for sure, right?
If the PPI goes well. Oh shit, he just said fucking A, man.
Yeah, you gotta be Johnny on the spot on these things. The PPI
Well,
has not been done.
no, the PPI is going to be done tomorrow at 4:30, but apparently there's a
The
cash buyer on the way.
The car's going to be gone by then.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to.
How did it
I'm not going to
sound? How
buy.
did it run?
It was great, but you know what? I didn't have I wasn't able to see the frame. I didn't have a professional inspection, so I'm not just going to give this guy that much money, right? God damn.
Honestly, dude. Honestly, the pre-purchase inspection is that important. I mean, even as much of a gem as this car is, and you might be passing up on, a 1 in 500 chance. To have another set of eyes, of knowledgeable eyes, look at that car, is more important than being anxious.
Let me do this. I'm going to text the inspector and say, can you be there in the morning? Or can you be there anytime earlier? And if everything's good, I'll buy it. So let me go do that right now.
And that's the best. Okay. Get the seller to say, give him first right of refusal.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
So I said, if the inspector can come before your cash buyer and he gives me the green light, can I still buy it? So we'll see what he says.
Okay.
So now I'm going to wait on his response, and then I will text the inspector and say, hey, man.
Fuck, I hate doing things by text, man. Why don't you do things by phone?
Because I'm on here. This is more important.
Call a guy and talk to him and say, look, I'm super interested.
I don't think he's bullshitting with me or playing with me because he when we were driving the car, he was getting calls and texts nonstop.
Yeah,
He
I
had
know.
he has
That
cash
car's gonna.
buyers.
You gotta
He has cash
jump.
buyers sight. He has sight unseen buyers.
There are people that are going to
So
buy this without a pre-purchase inspection. Okay, like
I
that,
know.
because they know
I know.
that car's worth it even without a pre-purchase inspection. Okay,
I
I
know.
mean it's worth it just to say yes now and just fucking do it.
Yeah, I gotta see what he says. I gotta see
You
what he
checked the
says.
oil, right? The oil was black.
Yeah, fucking
Um,
no. It was actually clear brown. It was perfect.
okay, and the water.
The
You checked the coolant was green.
I didn't check the coolant. I checked the transmission fluid. It was nice and
And did it have oil
clear
pressure,
red.
oil temperature?
Yeah, it was below 200.
And what did the oil pressure go up to?
About I'd say 190 or so.
No, the oil pressure.
I don't know, man. When I saw those cosmetic issues, I kind of went off the rails on what you told me to do. But
Okay.
yeah, so let's see what he says. We're gonna see what he says to my text. He's read the text. So
He
if he
knows
says
you've come and looked at the car. You're serious.
yeah,
Ask him like say, look, you know I'm serious. I've come and looked at it already. Um, please give me the chance to let my pre-purchase inspection guy come and look at it. If it checks out, I will buy the car for sure. Otherwise, just tell everybody to wait for a day for me. Ask that favor of him.
yeah, no, I'm gonna see.
If your PPI guy can't come in the morning.
There's nothing left, sweetie. There's nothing left. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna see what he says. He's read the text, so the ball's in his court.
Yeah, but see,
Um,
he's. I mean, the people you got. I think this car's.
I mean, I'm a cash buyer too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
just
No, and I think this car, honestly, well, oh, you're gone again. The guy replied.
How's it going, Dodge?
no. I can still hear you. I'm just
Oh,
texting him. So
okay.
keep talking.
Well, I think for more money, there's probably some cars that are out there that are probably going to be maybe less. You might have to put a little work into this one here and there, but this one seems to be, like well kept, original. So this one's worth it for the price to just jump on. But that pre-purchase disinfection is so important because they'll do a compression check on the motor, which takes 20 minutes. They take each spark plug out one at a time, or they take all of them out and they check each hole for compression. And if
I
you've got
don't
an
think he's
engine,
gonna do all that. I don't think he's gonna do all that.
that's what they do during a pre-purchase inspection, man. I'm telling you. If you have a guy do a proper one, he'll do a compression check on the motor.
Well,
Blondie,
P.
you're
Lucas
doing well,
says
Blondie.
P. Lucas says put yourself in the situation if you were the cash buyer en route to the car, to then someone else jump ahead of you, like what you're trying to do. I already test drove the car. I went to the guy and I said, I like the
Yeah.
car, but I need to have it inspected, and we set up the inspection. So I'm not jumping ahead.
So ask him to the favor of giving you the chance to go through with your original plans and to give a first right of refusal is what it's called. So ask
Yeah,
ask him to just hold off on selling it to anybody else until you say no, because you've already looked at the car. You have already made
yeah,
arrangements to have a guy come like within a reasonable amount of time. I mean, one
yeah,
day this guy's got 30 other calls, right? One day's not going to kill him,
yeah.
right?
All right, I'm gonna jump off and I'm gonna call the guy
Call the guy
and
and just say, "Look, give
I'll
me 1 day.
figure it out.
Let my guy come look at the car. If the car checks out even remotely okay, it's sold. It's a done deal. I'm cash.
All right,
I'll be there tomorrow morning. It's done. Okay.
I'm gonna go do
Please,
that.
give me that time. Please give me
I'm
that
gonna go
time.
do that.
Just ask that. Blondie.
See you guys.
Mike, before we need to welcome our guests properly because we've got 2 new guests and we need to.
All right. Sorry about that.
Well, we need to say hello to Danny. Danny, hi, man.
Hey, Danny.
Gotcha.
Hey,
Yo,
Danny,
Mike, you
how you
lad.
doing? We also need to say a big hello to Saad Sahib.
Hello.
Hey, Saad.
Hello, Sahib.
Hello, Doctor. Hello, Blondie. Hello, Mike. Hello to all of you.
Hey, Blondie. When you're sawing, it's easiest to start with a backstroke. Okay, so you place the saw in
I've been
place.
doing that. Wait, what does
Yeah.
Mario say? With a pad? What does that mean? Like a
Put the saw in all the way forward and start with a backstroke, and then
I got it, Mike. I got that.
oh, you all right.
This one pad.
Oh, I
Did
can't
you
watch
fin-
this. I can't watch this.
She cut herself.
Yeah, she has already. I'm getting stressed here.
Okay, there you go. Something to hold it
What are you
down.
What is it that you're cutting?
She's having trouble holding the fixture down steady.
Yes, put some blind.
Hold on, I gotta move this rug.
Sirocco.
Hey, you know what another trick? You know what another trick is, Blondie? Turn
Hello,
the blade.
Sirocco.
Take the blade off the saw. Turn it around backwards.
How do Sirocco?
And cut
Hello,
and
Saad.
cut it doing
Fuck off.
backstrokes.
I got it. I'm getting there.
What's going on? Is this a
Alright.
watch channel or a carpentry channel?
It's
It's DIY
Oh,
night tonight.
Oh, okay. What are we building?
Blinds.
She's
We're
cutting blinds.
Cutting blinds.
Cutting blinds to length.
Long strokes. That's it. Get into
No,
rhythm.
no pressure.
What
No
about
pressure.
rhythm? No pressure. Don't push down. Let the blade do the work.
Oh dear.
Slow, long strokes.
What are we talking
Imagine-
about?
imagine
I
you're
thought
the
that was
man.
a carpentry. Now
Imagine
we're on to
you're the
something.
man.
Are we back in Mike the Snake porn times?
Are you making a bondage cage?
No. We're just trying to help Blondie cut some blinds.
That's all.
Oh.
But,
You don't have to push down, bloody. Let the weight of the tool do the job.
Yeah. Now you might try turning the blade around backwards, and it's easier. It's
Mate, if
easier
she
then.
takes the blade out, she'll never get back in, Mike. Believe me, it's hard to put one of those blades back in.
Oh no, those things are easy. They just.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Dodge?
I'm getting drunk now. I can't handle this anymore. There's been blood already.
If you put the blade in backwards, then you'll be cutting with your backstroke, and it might be easier.
Can't I just turn
Just got off the
around?
phone, Mike.
Turn the blade around backwards on the
What if
saw.
I turn around?
that won't do it.
Oh.
Unless you grab the saw from the other end and don't use the handle.
They are going the other way.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Wonder what?
Yeah.
Disaster.
What are building?
Disaster.
Just got off the phone with him.
Did you talk to the guy?
I did.
What did you say?
So I said, hey man, if I can get my inspector out there early in the morning, can you hold off this cash buyer? And he said, no, the guy's on his way. He got a rental car. He's hell bent on getting the car. It's sold. And I was like, really, man? Like, I just want to know that the frame isn't fucked up and the bird cage isn't messed up. And he was like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, dude, even if I wanted the car now, there's no way for me to get the cash on a Sunday. And he's like, sorry, I'll let you know if it falls through, but for now it's going to him. So looks like it's not going to happen.
Oh man. Oh well. You know what? Do not stress on it, man. There will always be another car. I went on Craigslist on my end of the country, and there's 14 blue fucking between 68 to 74 vets exactly like yours for about the same price.
Yeah.
And there might have to spend a little more, but that was the lowest option, lowest. Plus, it's automatic, and it didn't have
You're
air
right.
conditioning.
You're right.
There was a lot about it that you know weren't negatives, but like didn't
I
make it
know.
the most prized prize that you could get, and it sucks that the guy's being a dick. But
Diego, are you buying a new car for yourself?
I was gonna buy a
he's buying a
'72
new
Corvette,
old
but
car.
I wanted to have it inspected tomorrow, but there's a cash buyer on his way. So the
Uh,
seller pretty much told me to fuck off.
As Mike was saying, don't worry, you will get another one. Yeah.
I know, but so this one was a original paint, no body work, matching numbers, and it was 27,000. If I were to find this car again, it would probably be in the high 30s. So it was a great deal.
yeah, but
I think I got lucky finding it, but
The only
my
problem
lack
is
of knowledge in cars
yeah,
probably prohibited me from buying it.
the only thing
oh
that Mike mentioned before was very important, that you have to inspect the car properly, especially the compression of the
Yep.
engine pistons. That is very
yeah.
important.
You
Otherwise,
know
you
what?
will have to pay too much for repairing
Next
them,
time,
right?
Diego, when you go look at a car, bring the pre-purchase inspection guy with you.
You're right. You're right. Yep.
You know, like if you're
It was.
serious
This
about
was
looking,
a. No, I am. This was like a. I was checking Facebook Marketplace, and all of a sudden there was one that was like posted within an hour, right? And I fucking blasted the guy's messages like, "I want to come. I want to come. I want to come." I was on my way within like 20 minutes of seeing the listing come up. So I
cool.
don't know.
And sometimes
It's
they tell
okay.
you to give, sometimes these guys, they play trick on you to just, make you give a better offer to them, right?
Check
This
this
is a,
out. Look at
this
this.
is a,
Look at this guy. There's a. What do they call this? Oh man,
Outdoorsman.
this dog is like. He's pretty old. He's come here. He's gonna
Big
pee and he's
Malamute.
peeing. That's okay.
Big old
Zora,
husky or Malamute.
let him in the water. Let him in the water.
I wouldn't stress too much, Diego. I
I'm
honestly
not.
think that the mid-range collectible cars will have a really tough time in the next year.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not stressing. It was. I guess it wasn't meant to be, right? The thing was, I
Yeah.
was gonna fly to Indiana to buy a different one yesterday, and that deal fell through. And then I immediately found this one local to me, 40 minutes away. So I was like, oh my god, this is the one. But
Yeah.
it's
Man,
okay. It's okay.
next time, just find a pre-purchase inspection guy and have him go with you to go look at the car.
What's that?
And
What's that noise?
I think it's maybe Diego's in the pool background.
No.
It's way too loud for that. I think it's a Sky Dweller.
Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Good
But
evening, gents.
yeah, if you can get the pre-purchase inspection guy to go with you, that's one way to do it. Then you can.
Whoa, we got some Lulamons on stream. Represent.
Yeah. Well, Mike, thank you for your help. Regardless, I know what to do now.
Sure, man.
In the future, I know what to look for. So
Who booted
my dad's
me off?
on his way, so
Fucking
I gotta
rude.
get going. See you guys.
Hey, all right. See you, Diego.
See you, Diego.
Hey, Blondie, see if you can maybe put the blinds up on the countertop and let
I need to
let
come
the
in
end
as admin.
let the end overhang the countertop. So and then maybe it'll be easier to cut up high standing. You can hold them more sturdy with one hand, and you can
Michael,
do
she's
more.
gone. Michael, she's left.
Yeah. Okay. She'll be back. Hey, Sirocco.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, doing laundry.
Yeah, right on.
The pleasure of fucking worldwide travel. You got to do laundry every 3 days.
Yeah, I did my laundry because tomorrow I'm going to the San Francisco to the ADs.
I don't, Michael. I don't want to be rude, but I think
Yeah.
you've been saying this for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
What,
I thought
what's
you were
that?
going last week. You've been saying this for 3 weeks.
Oh, it kept getting pushed back.
Oh.
There was somebody that I had been planning to go with, and his schedule kept getting pushed back, and so now I'm just going by myself. I'm just saying fuck it.
That's what I
And
did.
I call.
I thought you were doing that last week. I remember you saying it. I don't
Yeah,
mean rude.
no,
I'm just questioning you.
I know. Well, now I'm going. Though previous to this, I'd been making plans with this other gentleman. Now I'm just going by myself. I called them and asked them what the best day to show up was, and they said weekends no, Fridays are bad too, and so I said Monday. Okay, good. And so tomorrow morning I'm going in.
Fair enough.
No, the reason it got pushed back and it's been taking weeks is literally because I've had a friend that offered to take me into the city. He's from the city. We were going to meet. He was going to take me in, and his wife was going to drop us off so we didn't have to deal with parking and stuff. And he's already got a relationship with them, so he was going to introduce me. And but then his schedule just kept getting pushed back and kept getting pushed back and back and back, and it just kept not working out, not working out. He kept saying, "Oh, maybe later this week, maybe early next week, maybe end of this week," and it just like you know.
What did your friend say his relationship is worth in terms of a referral?
I think he's just bought some watches from these people. I didn't really grill him on that. He just knew he was familiar with both of the.
Hey Mario, how's it going? Good to see you, buddy. Just thought I'd say hello to Mario while I could get a word in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't introduce anyone to my SA unless both parties think it's going to be worthwhile. Because, I mean, otherwise, what's the point?
I'm questioning, Mike, how far is it to drive? How long does it take you to drive to San Francisco?
An hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. So hour and a half, 3 hours. That's pretty much a full day on a lost cause,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go in early because I want to beat all the afternoon traffic coming home because it gets really fucked up after about 3 o'clock. So I'll be going in early, and I won't ambush them when they at 10 when they open. I'll probably show up at 10:30 and go in and talk to them. And
Mike, can I ask you another question?
sure.
That gives you ample time to go and get how many Aussie expat? How many Krispy Kreme donuts does he need to take with him?
I
Well,
don't
if you
need. I
don't
don't.
know
I don't need.
them, I don't think, like, even I don't give gifts to complete strangers.
How about just a nice bottle of wine and you just go, oh, look, I've just got this extra bottle as I'm leaving when you said no. Here's a nice bottle of wine for you.
Now
What do you
that's
reckon?
something I could talk to my brother tonight and maybe pick up a nice bottle of wine to bring. That's a great idea.
I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
But you need to give
Yeah,
it
I
to
mean,
him
I don't give gifts
on
to
your way
complete
out of the door,
strangers. I
not when you
mean,
walk in.
Not on a first encounter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like giving Blondie an engagement ring on your first date, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, it doesn't work.
I have talked to the AD, two of the different gentlemen at the same AD, and they both basically said the same thing, and that was that they are looking for first time buyers, and that they're looking to form relationships with people, not just sell a watch. And I said, well, that's exactly what I'm looking for as well. And I
Wait,
said,
no, it's not.
Interesting,
You've
because
said many
I
times
bought
over you're not interested in a relationship.
yeah, I bought I bought my bluesy from the AD last year, and when I went in April after I got to the UK, they basically told me to fuck off, and I've got a relationship. Go figure.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
Mike, haven't you said root beer and done? Like you've said many times you're not interested in buying a lot of watches.
no, root beer and I'm done. You know,
So you're not interested in forming a relationship.
Well, I am though. If I get a root
Only with
beer
Blondie.
and a form a relationship, then I would also probably, if I got the chance, I'd buy an OP41. And I'd also buy a smooth bezel Datejust if I got the chance.
Okay.
So there's probably three watches that I would buy, given the chance. There's also the Yachtmaster, which I like a little bit. That it's in the running. That would be
Which one?
possibility.
Which yacht master, Mike? Which
Not
yacht
the
master?
two, not the two, not the one with
Yes.
the busy dial. The
Fuck for that.
one like you have.
It fits.
Which one? I've got two of them.
Nice, Blondie.
It fits.
You did it?
Yeah, which one, Mike?
It fits.
All right, good deal.
Never again.
Uh,
And you know whose tip helped? It was on the comments. I forgot the name. Whoever suggested to put it on the table and use my knee and go from that angle. Winner,
That's
winner,
like
chicken.
everyone.
Thanks, community.
So Rocco, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So if you want high percentage chance of working out, Mike,
Yeah.
I think most ADs are trying to sell Datejust right now to new customers.
well, that ain't gonna happen from me.
I haven't seen
You
one
just said
AD
you
with
were
any
interested in
Rolex
Datejust.
watch for sale.
I
to
don't
be
want a
honest with you.
Datejust. It's just, I
I
don't
haven't
like
seen
them.
any Datejust or anything actually for sale in my travels from the UK.
No, you won't find them
through
in the case,
Washington.
but they are
Through
trying
Washington,
to
I haven't looked
line
in
people up.
Baltimore yet.
Honestly, I don't expect very much luck out of this. It's just kind of like the lottery, you know. If you don't buy a ticket, if I don't go in and introduce myself and shake his hand and
It's
let
not a
him know,
lottery, man.
then
Stop talking
there's
about it like it's a lottery.
zero chance that I have a miracle happen. And I'm just banking on a miracle on this. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Because I know
Michael,
my
you know what?
chances are
You'd be
really
better off if you really got your heart set on a root beer or whatever it was. Forget the AD.
What?
You're not going to get one. You're not going to get one. Just pay the money and go to a grey market.
Yeah, I know,
And see
but
if you
man,
can negotiate
I'm
them
not going
down.
to spend 30. I'm not going to spend 30 grand on a watch. Just ain't going to do it, man.
That's the price, though.
It's not. The ADs are selling them for 15.
Yeah, to
And,
people who have spent 45.
Yeah, fuck that. And if
You're
I get
saying fuck that to the
discouraged,
price.
if I get
Like, if you
discouraged,
don't pay the price, you don't get the watch.
true. But if I get discouraged, I may just say fuck watches, sell all my watches, and go buy another race car and just go back to racing cars. I'm getting to that point where I'm kind of like a little baby. I'll throw a tantrum and just say fuck watches.
Well, do you actually want to do that? Because if you go to the AD, that's 90% what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm patient, man. I save up for years to get my watches, right? To get enough money to get the watches. Then, when I have the money, I go hunting. I don't waste people's time until I have enough to get what I want. Otherwise, if somebody said yes and I didn't have it, I'd be having to, go around borrowing or doing something funky to get the money. But I've got the money set aside now to be able to get something at list, and so I'm making every effort to nab one at list, and
Basically, you don't have the money. I don't want to be too terse, but if you've only got the money, barely enough to pay for MSRP of a super hot watch, you're not in the position to create a relationship. You're not in a position to get one at list.
Oh, I've got more money than just enough to buy the fucking.
Well, that's what you just said. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just responding to what you said.
Well, yeah, okay. I understand how you could interpret it that way. I live responsibly, okay? So it's not like I've saved up and I've now in my savings account have just enough to buy a watch, and then I'm broke after I buy the watch. I still have to survive,
No,
I have to come up with
I know
rent.
what you meant. You meant
So
you've got a certain budget for what you want, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
why? Because I need to buy 3 or 4 other watches first or something like that?
That's correct. How many people have told you this? Exactly this.
Well, I'm gonna try to be the exception. Um,
Yeah, but you also said you're the type of person to spit the dummy and do something else and sell everything.
well, now
99%.
that's just me kind of being kind of cranky. Uh, for real, I mean, watches is really the last 10 years, man, and they've been my true love. It's pretty much like what I think about and what I like and what I want, and um, so the root beer is the one that completes my little mini meal deal, and it's kind of the only one. I mean, a Pepsi
I'd say pay
would
the price. Just pay the price.
um. Well, I'm gonna make a lot of attempts because if I pay the price, then I can just go get one anytime I want, right?
Well, here's what you do, and a lot of
Michael,
people have
you're not
probably
buying
told
it
you.
to flip them, are you, Michael?
Yeah.
You're not going to buy it
No,
to flip it, are you?
no,
Okay.
hell no.
In that
But
case, it doesn't matter what you pay, so you've got to pay the piper. You're not going to get it from the AD. You really, honestly, you're living in some dreamland. I hate to be blunt, but you are living in a dreamland. If I can't get a watch after buying one direct from the AD and starting a relationship, and they basically said no, fuck off, what chance do you think you've got? You better, and if you're not going to flip it, if you're not a flipper, then it doesn't matter. You have to pay the money if you really want that watch.
I think you
Okay,
have to put some of the stories into perspective. People who get watches like that on first purchase are people who've been able to go into the AD week after week, build a relationship on a personal level, not a purchase level, for maybe more than a year with 30, 40 visits, that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's how that happens. That's how they get lucky. That's how they win the lottery.
Well, maybe I
With your
start
commute, like,
making more trips into the city. I should get out more, anyways. Maybe I'll meet somebody that way too. Maybe I need to
I'm just
change
saying,
my
like,
ways.
the input, the recipe for success here is very, very low. It's not luck. It's like, do you actually want to get a watch that way, where your first purchase is extremely hard, so you're going to have to, you're going to have to do exponentially more than I did, and I bought lots of watches. Like, I don't even know what it would take to get an AD to give you one of those watches. It would have to be a severe mistake, and I've heard of those before. So my AD told me about a rookie SA. She was having trouble. She got an allocation for a Batgirl, and they threw her a bone, and she advocated for this guy who'd never bought anything before, and she gave that customer the watch, and they never heard from him ever again. And from the AD's perspective, that's a huge mistake, delivering that Batman to that person who they never saw again.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that essay was not given the thumbs up for more stuff soon after. You know what I mean? So
Well,
you're
the
talking
reality.
about. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. They want more. They want multiple sales out of a customer. They want to form a relationship, and that's what they'll get if they sell one to me. I'm looking for the same thing. If I'm able to form a relationship, then I'll probably buy a Rolex a year. If one pops up that is of the model that I like or want, and I don't want to just stop at this one watch, but just the reality of things is I cannot play the gray game. Um, and I've already done it with two, and fuck, I paid damn near double the retail for both of them, and I want to make a very, very heavy attempt at trying to get one at list. And so it's going to be worth a few trips to the city. It's going to be worth, introducing myself and, you know, um, I'm hoping pull some heartstrings and tell them about my story and how I lost my old collection, and show them. I'll be wearing my James Cameron probably when I go,
It's a
and
good
show
idea.
them that I'm already an enthusiast, and that I I'm I have the money to be able to buy, and that my intention is to buy more. I don't just want this one watch, but I
So
want
if
them
if your
in
intention is to buy more, what's the problem with buying the Yachtmaster first, or the
because
Oakley first?
there's an order in which I want to buy my watches. That's why.
Well, you're setting yourself up for a hurdle there that you don't need
Yeah,
to.
maybe I am. So
No, no. I mean, like, if you want those watches, then get them. And there is an order in which they would prefer to sell them to you. And you saying no to the order in which they deliver the watches, I think, is a little bit. That's you being a little bit too rigid. I think they'll give you the
it
watches as a
may
huge
be.
discount
It
to
may
Gray,
be. If I just
but
go in and
they just
say,
have to deliver in the order that they need to deliver it.
sure, I understand. Well, pretty much any GMT will work. Although I really have my heart set on that Everrose root beer, but you know, uh, yeah, I'm gonna make this attempt, and if I fail, then if I'm forced to just buy gray, then there's 100 of them out there. I can just buy it anytime I want. So it's like whenever I give up my delusional thoughts, I can just turn around and pay the piper and go get it. Right. So no harm,
Well, I
foul.
mean,
No harm,
I
no
would.
foul.
I'd stop talking about it like it's a lottery ticket. Put it this way: your relationship has to get to a certain level, and then they'll deliver you the watch. Now, that doesn't have to be with watches, but it's certainly easier if you do. And if you go in, a first visit probably gets you 1 point out of the 100 points you need to be able to get that watch.
Okay.
And so, and just think, okay, it's going to take, let's say each visit is going to be worth 1 point. You're going to need
Yeah.
100 points to get there. If you get a watch, that's probably like 30 or 40 points, or maybe more. So this isn't about like a one-time, one-shot lottery ticket type thing, and the events aren't connected. Building a relationship takes time, effort, and ultimately money. But if you're not even willing to put out the money,
Well,
then
I don't
there's
know.
going to be a whole lot more time. So you have
There's
to say, I want to go
there
on this
are
journey. It's going to take me a year of visits or more,
there
and
are a few other
commit to it.
watches that I'm interested in, but they're not Rolexes. And if they happen to have one of those, there's a chance I might jump on one of those. If it buys me those brownie points. But um,
Hello, Aussie.
yeah,
Expect, how are you?
G'day. that Professor?
Saad. I'm Saad.
Saad? Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro. Now the
General
Rolex.
Saad.
Yeah. Now the rules it's changed now. To build a relationship, you have to have a purchase history. So you need to have money first. That's the first priority. It's not that you have to visit them and you have to hug them and do some kisses and stuff, and you have to have some marriages with the AD, right? So it's you have to spend money there.
I've heard stories as recent as like 2 months ago, like Watch Aristocrat got a Pepsi as his first time purchase, and he spent more than a year of visiting that AD, and he did get it. So there are no rules. Ultimately, there's no rules except for maybe the Daytona. Daytona's special.
Yeah, I
My
mean, Tim
my
just walked in out of the blue, and somebody turned down the Kermit, and the guy's like, "Hey, this guy just turned down his Kermit today. You want it?" And he just like literally walked in out of the blue to an AD he'd never been to before, and walked out with a Kermit. Right?
my AD straight away sent me a message a few days back on WhatsApp, and he said to me that you have to spend this much amount of money in 3 years time in order to get these watches. I mean, for the sports watches, you have to spend this much amount of money on these watches, right? So they have now set rules. This was never before on with the Rolex watches. So, but
Wow.
for Mike the Snake, I would say he is continuously saying that he will get it. So maybe he should do some tries. Maybe he has good luck, or he can convince them. So,
Yeah,
but
I
he
mean,
always has, Mike. You always have the option of getting it from gray market, right?
yeah,
So if you can
exactly.
go to the AD and somehow you can convince them that you had this collection and it got burned due to that fire, whatever. If you can do that, if somehow that works for you and you get it, it's a great opportunity. If not, then you can get it from the gray market.
Yeah.
And at the
So
end of the day, it's a bloody watch.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
nothing out of the world,
That's how
huh?
I'm looking
You
at
can
it.
get it.
You know,
Yeah.
and
You
you
are
know,
getting the two-tone model, right? The
yeah,
two-tone.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's worth the time and the energy and a couple of trips at least or more to the city,
If
to
you're not
But
willing to do
Aussie,
100
but Aussie
trips,
Expat is a
then
very experienced person. I have been listening to him, and what he is saying is 100% correct.
Sure,
You need to have a proper relationship. Whatever he is saying is 100% true. That is the reality. But you can have a try. There is no harm in it. This is what I want to tell you, right?
sure.
Markets
Well, that's kind of how I'm looking at it
option
too,
with you.
because
But
there's
what
not one
Aussie Expat
person
is saying is the
there's not
reality.
one person that hasn't said you're fucking out of your mind. Okay, there's not one person that said you have a chance. Okay, so um, fuck it. I'm
but
gonna go. I'm gonna try. If I fail, then there's always the gray. There is no fucking downfall to this. All right, other
no,
than a little bit of
I just
wasted
want to say
time.
that there's no fail or chance, or these are the wrong terms to use, in my opinion. Either you go to the visit and your relationship goes up a point, or goes down a point, depending on how you interact with them.
Sure.
Like it starts at zero, and eventually you may get the relationship to a point where it works. So even there's like nobody is walking out with a piece after their first visit, right?
Sure.
It's
I'm not
not
expecting to. I'm not
ex-
expecting.
exactly.
No.
So what does a successful visit look like? I got the name
Uh,
of an SA and we seem to like each other. That would be
yes.
a very
That
successful visit.
that is my goal. My goal is to go in and introduce myself and make an impression on the salesperson. Um, that's it. I want to go in there. I want to tell him my story. I want to tell him why I want the watch. I want to show him that I already have enough to play, and that I intend to buy more in the future, but that I've got my heart set on this watch first. Is the next watch in my collection, and I'm willing to wait.
Well,
I'm willing to
well,
wait.
you're saying it's okay to have a nice conversation, and then you're saying, I'm going to make this demand. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I
Well,
want.
no, let's just
Look,
say
even
GMT.
when
You know, I mean,
I go into an AD, I'm not telling my SA every single time I go in, where's my Explorer 2? Where's my Explorer 2? Where's my Explorer 2? Okay? Like,
yeah,
not every visit involves me telling them my wish list every single time. And I think out of a first visit, I would be very light on what you want. You just want to get their name, hopefully their business card, a way to contact them out of hours. That way, if you spend the hour and a half to get to San Francisco next time, you know they're on shift, that you can visit them again in person again.
sure.
That's the number one thing that I'd be looking for, is get the
Well,
contact details of the SA so that the next time you visit, you'll be able to continue building that relationship.
yes.
That's your primary goal, not telling
So
them
so
which
far,
watch I want in which
I've
order,
already
blah blah blah.
begun. I've already begun a relationship with the two of the salespeople at Torno. Um, I
Not
haven't
two,
called
one.
Shreve yet.
You need one.
But
Stop with the two. Stop with the three. You need one.
Okay. I've talked with both. We've had nice discussions. They've been amiable. They've not, made it sound like, hey, bud, you're dreaming. Um, and I even said, look, I know it's a long shot, and I'm not expecting to come in and be able to score the watch I want, like immediately. But I want to come in and introduce myself and start the relationship, and hopefully. If somebody passes on a watch or a watch becomes available the one I'm looking for, you think of me, because he says we don't have an official list. We just have a preferred customer list that we kind of keep in our head. We don't really have a written list. And so if I make enough of an impression on him and, somebody does turn down one of those watches that comes in, like I would take a Pepsi, if it came instead of
Do not
a
say
root
anything
beer.
like that. Seriously.
What?
Do
Super
not say
chat,
anything
super
like
chat,
that.
super chat. This is important because I'm already being questioned because I'm being outdone by the war room and my position here is under question. Mario Vera, £10. Save the Badger. Yeah, save the Badger fund. I've got 60 viewers. Just need some more super chats before Bear fires me. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks, pal.
Thank you so much, Mario.
Thank you, son.
Yeah, Mike, what you're talking about there is flipper talk.
Mike wants a
That will give you a
Daytona
negative
stainless steel.
point on the relationship.
I have no intention of being a flipper. I'm going to make that very clear.
Yeah, but then you start saying, I'm happy with any hot steel in my way.
Well,
That's
no, I mean
that's
the
flipper talk.
GMT is the one watch that's missing out of like the. Well, I want a GMT and one shiny watch, one OP41 or smooth bezel Datejust. So I have everything from like a dressy to my big diver, and that's just 4 watches. It's just I'm 2 away from that, and that's just the
Mike,
goal that I'm setting.
listen, Mike,
So
start from the most difficult watch, the 116500.
sure, yeah, a meteorite Daytona.
Yeah, start from that. Give them a mini
will.
heart attack, and the root beer will look very easy for them then.
Sure, yeah. Tell them that's what I'm interested in. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
that's not a bad way to do it. It's like, there's two grails, the 116500, the Panda Daytona, and the root beer. Now, I
Yeah.
would love if you could help me. You negotiate down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's just saying go great. Whatever. I am. In any case, I'm gonna go in and have a good time and have a lunch in the city tomorrow. That's the, worst
Look,
that's
Mike,
going to happen tomorrow.
successful visit is getting the contact details of the SA that you'll meet next time you go into town. Okay?
Yeah,
Try
sure.
your best. Get that. Don't worry about trying to tell them what you want, exactly what you want. It's not going to happen in the first visit. Just get the contact details of an SA you think you can get along with. If it's not really working for you with that SA, just the next time you go into town, talk to a different SA that is working for you.
Sure.
Don't skate uphill. You know what I mean? If it's not really
Okay.
clicking, don't force it. Go in next time, find a different SA. Maybe that person clicks. You know what I mean? That's how you build the relationship. It isn't about lottery tickets. I go in, maybe I get it, maybe I don't. It's not anything like that at all. There's no fail. There's just those are the outcomes. Either you're building a relationship or you're not.
Sure. Okay. All right, man. Well, thanks for all the great advice. I appreciate it. And
Enjoy your day. Hopefully, with those realistic expectations, you'll enjoy
yeah,
yourself
no,
better.
listen, I'm not. I've never said I'm expecting to go in and score. I'm just going in to start my. I used to have an AD 10 minutes from me, but they pulled his dealership for whatever reason, and so now the closest one is the city, and it's a long drive, and a bitch for parking, and it's just a fucking huge ordeal to go into the city. So I haven't done it, and but it is what I need to do if I'm going to, have a miracle happen at all.
How
Okay.
much does a visit cost you?
Well, it's $10 to get across the bridge. $10 probably at least in gas. Probably $10 at least. $20, maybe $30 in parking. So 60, $70.
Times that with 100 visits, and the
What?
value of your time. Yeah,
Um,
multiply that. So let's say realistically, maybe you're talking about 50 to 100 visits over the next year or two, and that starts sounding like the premium the gray market's putting on, right? Is it like $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 worth of just trips in your own time?
yeah. Well, um, like I said, if I can't get what I want, then I may drop the whole idea altogether and just settle on one watch and sell the rest, and fucking uh, go take a left turn and pick up a different hobby.
No, like I do this
Super
math
chat.
too. Like,
Can't leave a super chat. Sorry, guys. I will also
go ahead.
interrupt the super chat because my neck is on the line. Super chat, $2. Floodland, 99.99. Sad. You
You
like
like
date just yeah. Date
yes,
dates.
Raj, you like Date Dates start on Date Just with Romans. I think Date Just are the younger brother of Date Date. So I personally love Date Just. Um, it's they are very beautiful, and those are basically the most recognizable watches. The Date
Yeah,
Just.
I agree.
So
Yes,
I
I
would
agree.
I
I have a
personally
date
love them.
just with Romans, so I do actually own a date just with Romans for the record.
Yeah. Well,
Fantastic.
all right.
One.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you so much, Floodland. Thank you.
Okay, Mike, you off
Thanks
then.
for all the advice.
Have fun tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks. Talk to you guys later.
So yeah, Vlad was no, sorry, someone Turkey was saying, I'm doing the math. Look, Caesar's Palace, where I park in the strip if I go, started doing a lot of event parking where it was like $30 for parking. And I said, you know what, I'm not going to visit my AD. I was like, screw that. $30 just for a visit? I'm not doing that. It was meant to be fun, not $30 out of my pocket each time. Like, the watches, I mean, yeah, you could say the math works out, but I mean, each visit, you don't really know how much you're building a relationship
Well,
or
those
not
glands
each
called
visit.
again, like in your gland.
So yeah, I mean, if Mike's trying to start from scratch and go hard on just only getting the hottest watch possible first visit, he's now you have to commit to a very high number of visits, a lot of effort, a lot of days spent doing that. 1.5 hour each way, 60, $70. I'd say it wouldn't be out of the question. Like the long end of this is like maybe 100 visits, and you may not get anything at the end of that. He's talking about $6,000 worth of expenses and so much time out of his day. 3 hours of travel total, parking in San Francisco, horrible experience. It's so much pain that he's willing to put himself through it. I don't understand why. Granny says, "New dad, I'm happy for you. My little girl turned 18 last week. Time flies. Enjoy the journey." Thank you, Granny. Yes. Yeah, my son's 3 years old, and this little girl is 3 weeks old. I'm very, very happy right now. So thank you. Journey involves a lot of diaper changing at the moment. Just got some chat here about day dates. Personally, I find it very hard to like the day date. I'm just not that keen on the presidential bracelet, and I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me. Andrew Aberdeen writes, Mike could have a root beer by the end of the week. Needs to speak to Ocean. What do you think Ocean would do, Andrew? I mean, it's not like Ocean actually gets everything that he could possibly want. Like I'm not exactly sure what the last Rolex he got was from his AD. I know he got the No Date 12 series last year, which is very nice, but at the same time, it's certainly not, especially at the time that he got it, it's not as hot as, say, the root beer at the time that Mike wants it now.
Aussie, has the prices gone down a little bit the in your area in the gray market, or is it same?
That's been a tough one for me to get on top of. So I've only used David SW to gauge what I think, quote unquote, the market is. Just from the perspective, it's one retailer who should be relatively consistent across different pieces, and the way that they conduct business. Because if you say I'm going to get the market average on Chrono 24, well, that's who knows how consistent that is. So
Yeah.
honestly, David SW's reduced prices by like less than 1%, as best as I can tell. But I think
Okay.
what seems to be happening most is that the buying side of the game, as in going to a dealer and having them buy your watch, that's just completely halted. It's just complete market freeze while they get to offload at higher prices. The only thing that's going to get them to budge is if more people decide to go to market on their own. And they will if they can't offload it via dealers.
I mean, dealers like David SW, they will never reduce the prices, even if the other dealers do, because I know David SW long back when he was active on Rolex forums. His prices were a little bit on the higher side, but the condition of his watches were always the best in the market. So he always had the best watches on Rolex forums. So I would personally, I mean, he's a very different league when it comes to watches. He sells mint condition watches. I'm talking about the journal market. For now, the gray market dealers, they will try their best not to reduce or even go towards the correction. You know, they will be in the denial state. They will not.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
So
you're not a dealer, effectively, your watches are now worthless. You don't have a buyer, unless you're willing to go private and
exactly,
sell it
exactly,
yourself. Your watches are now
100%.
worthless. There's no
Yeah,
liquidity for it. Um,
yeah.
Now, what the dealers do, and as a buyer, I don't know if waiting around is going to be fruitful or not. Who knows what happens? I don't claim to know the future. It can't last for long, just completely locking up the buy side of things. Because as I said, eventually people will simply just start going private and unloading, and the dealers have fixed costs, as in they have to pay rent. They have to start offloading eventually. But how liquid they are, they're not that liquid as far as I know. So it may take a month or two of them trying to do this before they actually start trying to offload stock.
So the only option we have is to hold the stock or the watches that we have, right? We cannot sell it at this moment, otherwise it will give us very low prices.
From a
If,
dealer, yes, but if you go private, this may be the time to do it, because
yeah.
the reference price for everyone else is dealer prices, which are, let's just call them inflated, right? They're not reflecting true market conditions. Whatever you want to debate about, whatever. Right now, they're saying we're going to hold the line up here, and you're not part of their cartel. You know what I mean? You can undercut them and get fair value now, even compared to a gray price, and then eventually that you're going to be undercut. The private market will undercut them too much, and they'll have to come down in price. They'll have to meet the market, basically.
And also expect, is this related to the due to the normalization of COVID issue that the watches prices have somewhat corrected?
Um, I'm
Can
not
we
going to
relate this
profess
to
to
the
know a lot of
COVID
things, but
situation?
there
Because
are a lot of things that are happening at the macro level. So you've got interest rates going up, meaning free money is, not as easy to get. You don't have the PPIs going up, which is meant to be small businesses, people just buying gold Rolexes instead. You now have completely open borders, even in countries like Australia, they don't require testing anymore. So you've got people now reshifting their budget away from tangible goods back into services, i.e., holidays and stuff like that. So there's a lot less money going around. There's a lot less interest in spending money on tangibles. It's also been tax time here in America. I had to write out a really, really big check to the government. Um, there's a lot of things that happen in May or April to May that are compounding all of this stuff. But the interest rates, lack of PPI, vacations being on the cards again. Okay, that's just my three-year-old teenager.
yeah, you have beautiful children, especially the newborn, who was in your lap. Oh, still in your lap, yeah. You can see that. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a girl. Yeah, she needs a bit more attention. She doesn't shut up unless someone's holding her. What do you think? What do you think about the market? What's affecting things? How bad
I
it
think
is? What's reality?
I think anybody who a private person who bought watches for investment purposes, I think for that person this is the right time to sell it. And a person who wants to earn more, in terms of watches, this is the time for the person to buy more watches, because he can get more opportunities buying these watches, and later in December the prices will again go up. So for investors, it is right time to buy, and the people who bought it for business purposes and cannot hold anymore, or are afraid of taking further risk, they should sell it. I think this is what I think about it. Because watches, I always said this, that watches cannot be compared to real estate. This should not be considered as a good investment. Real estate will always be a stable thing. You will have a good demand on that. Watches is something very different. It is a luxury item. Sometimes it will be in fashion, another time it will suddenly go out of it. With the real estate, it's a necessity. Everybody wants it. So when people started comparing watches with Rolex, especially with real estate business, I thought that this is a blender going on.
I just want to say, Andrew, Mario, have said congratulations on my addition here. Thank you, cheers very much, and Granny again as well. Yeah, on the investment aspect, I always just look the historical average of things. I don't try to read too much on stuff, and the Rolexes have always done about 3.5%, 4%, and so I just say 3.5% or 4% doesn't beat stocks at about 7 to 9%. So any amount of money I tie up in watches, I'm losing about 4 or 5% per year on that total value that I've tied up there. So to me, if I've spent $10,000 on a watch, a Rolex, I see that as costing me 4 or 5% of that number a year, so $400 or $500 a year, something like that. So is it? I just have to decide, is $400 to $500 a year giving me enough pleasure while wearing it? Now, someone who doesn't wear it, I think this is just a hugely terrible choice. Like, just
Yeah, I agree.
you're making a subpar investment that requires carrying costs, security, or maybe even insurance, and you're not getting any enjoyment out of it. Like, just buy some stocks. Like, you don't need to do this.
100% agreed. Yeah.
What are the chances Putin is going to use nukes against Ukraine? That would collapse the market. Well, I'll do a few more things and collapse the market. Mario says, after an EMP, all mechanical watches will be popular. All the quarters will be fried. Then we will be the true masters, my friends. Marco Mega says, China locking down Beijing and Shanghai isn't good for the world's economy. No, it's not. I have no idea why the Communist Party is doing what they're doing. I always considered them practical, but to be honest, the Winnie the Pooh character that's been in charge since 2012 has been a complete friggin' clown show for China. I used to live in China for a little bit. I'm not talking a long time, just like 6 months, but it was like a golden era around 2011, and things were just so good. Like, it was very capitalistic. Things were getting better. They were even professing sort of the ideals of democracy, but it was sort of like just party members get to vote for who will lead the party, sort of thing. So it was sort of like democracy within the party, still one party, but things were good and things were getting better. And now it just seems like they've got a crackpot dictator who'll do anything to save face, regardless of how much it hurts the country. Yeah, Floodland 99 says one country, two systems was the best policy. Yeah, I agree. And you can see that now completely crumbling, where even Hong Kong is not spared the direct and harsh influence and draconian measures of the of the mainland politics, basically. The loss of Hong Kong's autonomy in that way is very, very scary. My wife and I actually had a Hong Kong company to do all of our tech stuff and all of our things like that. And yeah, we shut down the Hong Kong company and everything because I wasn't convinced that us being in America, at some point, that China would just say, you know what, these accounts belong to Americans. These are our accounts now. I honestly, I didn't feel safe running our corporate entity in Hong Kong anymore, which is sad. To me, I'd made the decision many years before that Hong Kong was the best jurisdiction to have a company in that was doing international business. Now I'd say it's one of the worst. That's my opinion, though. I mean, I don't have any data points to back that up, but I don't think anyone would severely disagree with me that China's control of Hong Kong is a concern that we didn't have before.
Yeah, I guess I'll be summed it up and said we live in some dangerous times, possibly. I guess I've been lucky. I'm 60 and I've lived a life where, you know, since the Second World War, well, of course, there have been some terrible wars in between, you know, but, yeah, it's sort of hitting the Europeans hard that this is all happening. And yeah, you know, we could be on the edge here. We've got a couple of superpowers. We've got NATO, we've got Russia, and, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess I've been a very lucky boy.
Yeah, it's shocking. I don't know how long it'll take before things get quote unquote normal. You know, we make the 2000s and 90s look like dreamlands, you know.
Mm. Yeah, Mr. Dodger said, I wish politicians should stop messing with our lives. All we want to do
Yeah.
is want to go to work, we want to take care of our families, and we just want to live a peaceful life. But
Yeah.
just somehow the politics and the politicians just
Yeah, the forces that be have successfully made almost every aspect of living a battlefield. Like, no joke.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, just just 1 minute you're sort of just paying your bills, you live in some flat somewhere in some city, and the next thing you know, some bloody rocket comes in through the window. I mean, it's really, you know.
well, I just mean, like, we have to fight for everything now, even just normal things like the thing in Florida. I don't want to get too political, but just an example, like the thing in Florida has been made so political about the education stuff there, and really the thing that Disney was basically backing is a law that prevents the schools from teaching 3 and 4-year-olds issues of, like, you know, sexual assignment and transgenderism and stuff like that. So the law doesn't prevent them from teaching that. The law prevents them from teaching it and hiding it from the parents. So what they're advocating for is teaching children whatever curriculum they decide they want and the ability to hide it from the parents at the same time. That's just anyone who thinks that's appropriate, I mean, is loony. But of course, that's not what they fight on. They come up with slogans and campaigns and call people bad names, and it's like, well, as I said, the reality on the ground is they're just trying to get parents' consent.
What I remember as a kid is it's just something that, you know, you kind of found out along the way. You went as far as, you know, probably when you were 12 and 13, you start dissecting a frog and you talk about sexual reproduction and things like that. And then The rest of it, you kind of just works it out as part of life, didn't you? I mean, well, I don't know if you know, because that was just my day. It's just something that you learned along the way. You didn't need a structure. None of that needed a structure, really. And I guess you kind of found your own sexuality at the end of the day. I mean, wherever it be, gay, lesbian, whatever, you are what you are. And, I think the most important thing out of it all is not, is not to try and control it. It's just the one thing is just respect people's choices. If they take a choice, and that's their choice. But I think people should be free to find out themselves. In a way, discover themselves without external interference, because that's how I guess I found out about it all. It was just self-discovery. Without external input. And okay, I could have been gay, I could be straight, I could be wherever, but wherever it was, I think just the one important thing is to let people learn about respecting people's choices, and if they're gay or whatever, not be judgmental. But there you go. It's my own personal thoughts on it. Anyway, I think we're down to 11 now, because I think Timmy's on, maybe on, and somebody else. But it's been a fantastic show. I mean, how many hours? We're almost 4 hours. I'm amazed we kept it going. And it's all about everybody in the chat. And Ozzy, thanks, mate, for helping keeping things going.
No
I only
worries,
came on
enjoyed
because
it.
I got a bit bored, really, and it turned out it's a 4-hour show. I'm amazed. But yeah, I'm also tired now. Oh my God, wore me out. But it's been a good show. Great to have you on, mate. And all
Thank
the other
you.
guys and the guys in the chat. Been great. A few super chats. The bear can't quite moan at me too much, saying the useless
Thanks
part of
for
the
all the well
bunch.
wishes.
Because I mean, the kingpin is the war room, isn't it? So old Dodger's den. But hey, we've got some more guys going to do some more content. We've got Cutty's going to do some content. Trading Loss is going to do some content. So we've got other things happening. Keep you all busy. But no, thanks, guys. It's been great. Been good. I'll catch you. I got a little one asleep. So you see, Dodger does one good thing. He lets babies go to sleep. Okay, mate. It's been great. It's great spending some time
Cheers,
with you.
Dodger.
Cheers, pal. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. I'll have to be quiet. Bye-bye. Bye.